of Lincoln.
Come on, it's 6 o'clock. Rise and shine, rise and shine.
It's time for Early Break. Brought to you by Sandhills Global. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's Jake Sorensen.
Did seem kind of meh.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
Surprisingly good.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
I want to buy a couple ducks. I'm bringing 2 ducks to the office.
This is Early Break.
Good morning. Happy Friday to you, Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. We've already had Sip before 6 a.m. attacks at our hairlines for Bill this morning. We can take it, though. We're tough. We're tough people. We know we're not thick of hair, Bill. It's fine.
We just both had haircuts, and I just
We did.
had really good haircuts.
But
Jake's really caught me.
Well, I had this on Monday, actually. I've had it for 4 days now.
Really?
Yeah.
If you had
no
you
hat.
been wearing a hat every day?
I wore a hat on Monday before the show because my hair looked stupid beforehand. It was
That's crazy because I
poofy.
saw you today, and I go, wow, look at that. Jake got a haircut.
It happened. Yeah.
That means I've not actually looked at you for 4 days.
Apparently not. I had Tuesday's show. It was cut.
That's very odd.
Monday's show definitely not. But got to
good.
cut Monday morning at 9:45.
9:45. So you guys go to the same barber.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. McKinsey.
Okay.
Mac.
I think I went yesterday.
You know what's fun about going to see McKinsey?
What?
It's in the old building.
I know.
Go back to the old.
It's kind of fun
over there?
Better time.
Looking good. The playground right across the street looks a little desolate.
Looking worse than it did before.
Yeah,
which
before.
It never looked good ever.
No, the daycare.
They're still there though.
The
Yeah.
daycare is still there.
Daycare's still there.
There's still rocks in the
Bill would've-
playground. And
It's an all rock playground.
Bill would have freaked out that time I walked out and the kids were throwing rocks at the cars.
my car got hit all the time by
It
rocks.
was fun. It was kind of
Fun.
fun.
About
It was
twice a
funny,
week.
not
funny,
funny.
not funny. That'd be
Yeah.
a funny, not funny. Hold it, that's my car. Not
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, there's
They're throwing rocks at the
All right.
cars.
That place was a beaut.
It was.
Oh, it was a beaut.
Oh,
Got the vape place up top. It's really nice.
Is that still up there? Yeah.
Well, I think
yeah,
so.
I think 50 Shades of Green. 50 Shades of Green.
Green, yeah.
There's a therapy place now in our old
Yes.
building.
what kind of therapy?
I don't know. I've not stopped in. I know it's therapy.
I know
though.
this. We could all use it.
Why's that?
Just be nice. Probably have some.
So talk to.
Imagine someone talking to us. Group session, the three of us. Well, sometimes Steve hurts my feelings.
I do not. That's what I'd say to the therapist too. I do not hurt his feelings. No, I don't. I haven't been over there. I might just swing over there. I was just across the street. That's where I get my haircut. I don't go to McKinsey. I go to Costco.
Oh, you're at 48th though.
Yeah.
We're all at 48th and getting our
Haircut.
haircuts.
That's
wow,
incredible.
that's nice to know.
It's not all that.
That's our
incredible.
haircut area of town.
Yeah.
Great.
Anyway, so yeah, this is Idle Chit Chat sponsored by whom?
738 egg. We got a lot to go still.
Yeah.
Don't rush through it. I know we're freaking out. I'm having issues with the FM apparently. That's why I gotta go
I'm not
fix something
freaking
here
out.
quickly.
I wasn't about to end
The
it. I was just-
FM is apparently
Not
messing
working.
up this. Well, I got it fixed this morning when I came in. It was off, and then apparently now it's not on.
Who turns
again.
it off? Who just
Breakers?
says-
I don't know. The radio people out there.
the radio.
Radio robots. Breakers are. Can you hear us? 402-464-5685. We will do a roll call in a little
93.7.
bit, but
the ticket.
I got to know if I got to fix something real quick. But I know we're on the streams. I can see on video streams people are chiming in, so we got that going for us. Are we on the mobile app? Can you hear us there? Is it just FM is the
Yes.
problem? I will try to fix this at some point.
Remember the
Show.
week? Remember the week when the power went out all the time?
How could you forget
That
that?
was incredible.
That was terrible.
Ooh, power out.
Mm-hmm.
We got through
You
it.
guys saw me really almost go ballistic.
Oh,
in
that's
here.
right. That's
And it
as about
was-
as mad
it
as I've
was-
seen Jay.
yeah.
I was pissed.
We just went and got snacks. Me and Steve did.
We walked into the darkness. It came on for a while, and then it went off again,
Yeah, we need
like
not-
4 times in a day.
Well, I'm sitting there waiting I was outside and I'm waiting for Rudy. And because I go, man, Rudy's really late today. But then I look and I go, oh, Rudy's inside. This doesn't look good. We don't have any power.
No power.
Yeah.
But those days are behind us.
Hopefully,
We
that was a 2-day process. It happened 2 days in a row.
Bill mentioned this before this show, and I got a earful from Missing Tooth Greg this morning about it. We didn't get to Fearsome Foursome. A lot of people were dismayed by
Yeah,
that.
they were. And I agreed. I told you I had random text. All it said was, can't believe you didn't get the first and foursome. That's it.
From a friend. a longtime friend.
Yes, a longtime friend.
Yeah, Greg was
Livid.
I would say livid and embarrassed for us that we didn't know the fear. Okay, we didn't know. You didn't have to name the fearsome.
No.
We said
I just locked up.
I asked you what was the Rams group from the 60s and 70s that defensive line. What was their name?
How come now? Do you know that?
Yes,
You just locked up.
just locked up. Well, then for Jake not to have the New York sack exchange.
Well, there's a lot of
there's
a lot
but
there,
that was one.
Bill.
That's probably the sweetest one there was, Jake. That was probably the sweetest one. Even if you'd have gave it the layup to, like you always do to the caller, that'd have been fine with that. But
we got the layup though.
I thought about the sack exchange. I did not go with it though, and I actually had support from the text line that the Dome Patrol was popular. You guys had never heard of it before.
Still never heard.
I had like I had 17 texts saying Dome Patrol was the gimme.
Really?
So I
did not.
You guys must have been watching football in the 80s.
You counted them.
I count them.
I think there's been a fib.
I'll go through
I think we had our first fib.
I'll go through.
Yeah.
There was a lot.
Yeah, 17.
Because apparently when Scott Shanley was there in 09,
Dome Patrol?
it was like called the Dome Patrol 2, basically. It was like the second one.
Okay.
They had their own nickname. Former Husker.
They're not
with the Saints.
We should have got Fearsome Foursome.
Remember the Dome Patrol and Steel Curtain be exactly the same? No.
It's okay. You don't have to defend your show.
Thank you. That's why it's my game show.
Right.
I make the questions. Wow. It's my game show. I make the questions.
Wow.
You answer them.
Okay.
The Fearsome Foursome was Rosie Greer and who else?
Deacon Jones.
Merlin Olsen. And then
Missing Tooth Greg says a guy named Lamar Lundy.
Yes, that's right. That's what it was.
Right?
I had him
he
all
wasn't
written down.
joking.
No, that's one. That's correct.
I never heard of Lamar Lundy.
He was probably the fourth guy that was just there.
Had you heard of Lamar Lundy?
No, but Merlin Olsen, I did because he'd come around a lot, so I got a chance to visit with him and his brother.
He'd come around a lot.
Yeah, he played at Utah State.
So you were at Utah State.
Yeah, that's where he played from. Yeah,
you have to explain these things.
Yeah, Merlin Olsen.
He would come around.
Yeah, hang around
with his brother.
His brother was around a lot too. Yes.
Wow, that's a wow to me. Did you talk to him like you knew him?
Yeah, not really. I mean, yeah, it was. I was probably more taken back that he was on Little House on the Prairie. That probably got me even a little bit more. But yeah, it was incredible.
That's
the guy. Merlin played like 16 years in the NFL.
Yeah, I know. Then I think he was a broadcaster.
I think he did
broadcast. That sounds correct.
Yeah, he did a lot of stuff. Pretty amazing.
Merlin Olsen.
Yeah.
Wow.
From Better Times.
From Better Times. I don't have a lot. I went to bed at 8:30 last night again.
Well, you missed the Patriots moving to 9-2. The Patriots, because they refused. They've won 8 straight games. They've won 8 straight.
God.
They beat the Jets last night, 27-14. They're 9-2. I said, I complained to Bill before the show. I said, I love the Patriots being 9-2. That's great. Wonderful. Awesome.
Jake's exact words said, you know what he said? I hate my life.
I did say that.
Because the Patriots won. Not even his team.
I confirm.
I hate my life. What happened? Iowa State won again. I'm like, that's the one. That's the
It's a bizarre part of
it. Bizarre part of Jake. I hate my life.
I did say that because
I mean, he watched that game last night and just and I'll
Why?
tell you,
Why?
I read a deal. I think it was Alex Smith, which is that he said about the Jets that it's really hard to overcome bad ownership. So it's really hard.
Yeah.
And they were on Woody pretty hard, and I think rightfully so.
Woody Johnson.
They being the Jets, there was things that happened. There was one time where the guy was running across on the crossing route in man coverage, and the guy caught it.
He sneezed,
and he didn't sneeze. But
that'd be funny.
But he caught the ball, and as he's catching, he's going down, and the DB just ran right by him. Didn't touch him. The guy jumps up and runs for 20 yards. And he kind of does. It's like, no, I shoved him. And it's like they show the replay. Didn't even make an attempt to touch him. I mean, and then they show at the end, towards the end of the game, quarterback Justin Fields fumbles the ball. It's a little low. He drops it, tries to pick it up. It gets kicked. They recover it. And then they go to the stats. Justin Fields since 2001 has 48 fumbles. 48 fumbles.
2021, right?
Since 2021.
Oh my God.
48?
48 fumbles.
Wait, lost or just?
It doesn't matter. That's probably not lost. But
that's still.
But when I saw the stat, I go, whoa, what was that? And he tried to recover it with the energy of just kind of like, drop the ball. There we go. Let's see if I can pick it up. Didn't work out. And then, it was bad.
I want you to say that stat again, please.
48 fumbles.
Since
2021.
That is remarkable.
Yes.
You'd never expect that from him. He's a big dude.
Yeah, he's a big guy.
He's not a little like Doug Flutie little hand guy, I mean, he's a big dude.
He can't pass. Last
can't
night
pass.
he was
doesn't look good.
15 for 26 for 116 and a touchdown. The week before, he had like 60 yards passing.
It's a mystery.
He's the starting quarterback.
My guess is oh boy, I'm going to go here. Yeah. Just shoot me down if you have to. It's fine. My guess is he doesn't work that hard at his craft. That's my guess.
I don't know.
He's got a lot of physical talent. He's got a lot of physical talent.
It just and everything, and then they show the head coach on the sideline, and he's the whole game just shaking his head.
He's got a lot of physical talent, Jake. He does.
You know,
I've watched him at Ohio State. He can throw a football.
He was the starter for the last 5 games. I mean, Tyrod Taylor got in there for a little bit, but these are the stats. This is against Denver, 9 for 17, 45 yards.
Yeah.
The next game against Carolina, 6 for 12, 46 yards. This is the NFL.
That's a joke.
Then he had 244 against the Bengals in that big comeback win. And then he rebounds in a win last week, going 6 for 11 for 54 yards against the Browns, and then 15 for 26 for 116 last night. They can't pass. They don't try. They can't do it.
Can't win that way, I'll tell you that.
Their offense is just abysmal. I mean, Breece Hall is trying, but he needs help.
Do they have another running back?
No. Justin Fields would be the running back.
Okay. Yeah, he's the running
He had
back.
67 rush yards last night, 58 for Breece Hall, but
he was very good.
And it doesn't look like Taylor's like one player away.
no, they are.
It does not look like, hey, we're right there. We're right there.
They are a disaster. Now they have a bunch of first round picks coming up with all these trades they've made. So there's hope, but the GM's got to get it right.
Then on the other side, Patriots just look beautiful. Vrabel looks just.
So Vrabel knows what he's doing.
This is the first year for Vrabel. He takes over for a team that struggled the last 4 years. And Vrabel, of course, was a dude with the Titans. Good coach.
Then it kind of fell off.
They start off 1-2, and they win 8 straight games this year.
Right.
This is the first year he's been there.
What happened at Tennessee?
They shouldn't have fired him.
Really?
I mean, he had one bad year, and it's time to move on.
They go to the AFC Championship.
Yeah, they've been to 1 or 2. Yeah. With Ryan Tannehill made an AFC title game with Mike Vrabel as head coach.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And now they're headed toward back-to-back years of the number 1 overall draft pick, likely.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
They're a joke.
NFL.
What's tonight on TV?
We got ball.
Great games.
We'll get to some later today in the
Cover it
monster
later.
matches and FSPs, I'm sure.
Got a lot of stuff going on.
That Bill's thrills.
Yeah, you just go ahead and do it.
There is
Go
no
ahead.
NFL. There's college games, but we'll get to that later on in the show.
Okay.
Hold on that.
My bad.
Some of my favorites.
My bad.
But you went to bed at 8:30 last
Yeah,
night?
Purdue,
Wow.
Alabama was on. I know that. And Purdue beat Alabama.
Basketball.
Yeah.
Oh, Bill loves college basketball in November.
Oh,
what
I do.
about that, Bill? What about Purdue at Alabama?
That's 2 versus 8.
Yeah.
What about that, Bill?
Doesn't interest me this time of year. No, it does zero interest.
Is it at Alabama?
It was, yeah.
I mean,
87-80 Purdue wins.
Purdue with a good win.
That's a huge win.
Absolutely.
It is. It's a huge
It's
win.
a top 10 win
Top
on the
10
road.
win on the road. That's going to carry some weight. And well, let's go through this. The
What?
for the committees and all these things, I keep thinking about this, and it's true. I listened to another show this morning.
Mhm.
It's just, I'm with them. I said I like the AQs because it has play-in games and stuff. Just do anything you can to get rid of the committees. Anytime you have just people making decisions, a group of 13 people trying to decide who's in the college football playoffs, and there's right now it's just there's errors.
How else would you do it?
Well, if you have AQs, and right away it's like hey, you guys are getting 4 in, you're getting 4 in. There's still probably be a couple they have to decide on,
Mhm.
but the less they have to decide on, the better.
Yeah.
The less, the better.
I hear you. I'm not disagreeing with you.
I'm not a big fan of committees like that. Imagine the NFL. There's 0 committees. Set up, you play.
Nope.
Here's how it
no
goes.
need, right?
No need. You never see like all of a sudden like, well, this is pretty crazy, but Tom Coughlin's leading the group. He'll talk to us here in a little bit to see if the NFL who's getting into the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else? What about your idle
I
chit
had a pretty dull day yesterday. Nothing crazy happened. Like every other day of the week, you've had something happening. Last night had nothing going on at the house.
I mean, I did a lot, but I just nothing of like I had to take boxes to recycling. It took way too long.
You have to flatten them.
Yeah.
There's your deal. There it is.
It's not easy.
Yeah, not easy. You got to flatten them.
Typically, you have very busy Thursdays with speeches, maybe 2 speeches a day.
Now, this story, there's another story behind this. You don't all of a sudden you start hauling a bunch of boxes.
What did Trix recently do?
What the?
She remodeled the upstairs of the house. There's a lot of stuff.
Like what is like what
there
was
a lot
it?
of boxes.
Was it from like Bed Bath and Beyond or what?
I don't even know. I didn't even look. But yeah.
Did you help finance these boxes? Were you paying for some of this?
What do you think?
Yes.
The boxing took way too long, and you have to
flatten them.
Flatten them.
And
And
did you go over by Seacrest?
have you ever? You don't have cats, do you?
What's that? We have 2. Oh yeah.
Okay, so the cat litter boxes are almost impossible to dismantle. They're almost impossible to dismantle. I mean, it's and
I don't think I've ever dismantled one.
And here's my question now. This is where you get into some stuff. Now it gets a little real. Do you ever just shove a box in there and undismantled? Do you ever just shove a box in there that's not dismantled?
It's happened.
Yeah.
It's happened.
Please.
Okay.
Come on.
Probably on video now. They're going to go back and rewind
There's
it.
definitely on video.
Yeah, there's definitely video.
Yeah, there's definitely. I just shoved it in there.
Yeah.
I just said I can't. This is taking too long. I'm worried I'm going to break an ankle on this thing.
Where did you go? I always go
North 48.
Yeah. Seacrest is where I go.
Seacrest has that available.
They have like bins of them.
They have like
it's insane.
Like 15 massive bins. Now there's like 6 for cardboard, and then everything else is about 1. Like there's 1 for plastics, 1 for paper, 1 for glass, and there's so many.
There's a lot of rules.
So many cardboard ones.
It makes you very nervous when you get there. There's a lot of rules, and people are they're watching you. People are looking at you too. I get there. I'm like
Not that bad.
It is. I'm very nervous about it.
You just got to break up the boxes. But I know they do say very clearly there's surveillance cameras, so you kind of got to watch yourself a little bit.
Have you ever seen the cameras though?
No.
Yeah, I'm like,
Jay, come on.
I'm trying to be a good citizen, but I'm like, where are these supposed cameras at? I don't see.
I'm going to look for them a lot.
It's just a threat, just to scare you.
It's a threat. Jake says it's a threat. They're threatening.
Don't you dare put this the wrong way. I can see
that
was not cardboard. Take it out.
But
or if nothing else like that, if you don't do that, just you're driving around like that, then just find one of those rollaways at a construction site and just whip it in there real quick.
I've done that before.
Don't think I haven't done that one before.
Okay, we're the same page. All right, good.
The other thing I read about, we don't have to talk about this. We do not have to talk about this. It's fine. It's not on the rundown, and I don't want to cover it. That whole private investment thing that's going on in the Big Ten, which is it's a monster story because Nebraska is going to get if it's voted.
We get about 100 million plus.
Yeah, 110 million. Nebraska would get. There's 13 schools that would get 100 million to 110 million cash infusion. Now they break it up. Ohio State, Michigan, Penn State would get 165. USC and Oregon would get 145, and then the rest 110 to 100. So it's this.
How's that? Why USC and UCLA get the?
I don't know.
What's the reason behind it?
I don't know if there's I don't know. I can't. Ross Dellinger would be the one to ask that question.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll reach out to Ross today.
Yeah. Why? Yeah. So he did write. He did write a very good explainer of this thing. It's a capital investment thing with it's actually the University of California's pension retirement fund.
Yep.
So they're linked in with the Big Ten now, and it's a crazy amount of money. Now I don't know why there's tiers like that. That's a good question.
Does it now make UCLA a better job?
Yes, I would think so.
Now UCLA is getting an extra 145 million. Means okay. What are we doing?
100 million, 110 million, 110.
Oh, I thought you said
no, USC.
Oh, not UC. Okay, gotcha.
USC but still, 110 million. Think about that for Nebraska. Think about just getting $110 million with a stadium project looming. That would help. Not that it would all go to that. It can go to rev share. I mean, that can help with rev share.
So it's just your money. You do what you want.
Yeah. It's now I will look at it like this. If it goes through, and I believe this was Petitti's idea, it almost puts him on the same plane as Jim Delaney to me. Like this is a monster move. Talk about cutting edge. You would say, well, why don't the other conferences do it? Because they didn't think of it.
But they still can, though.
They could if they figure out. They got to come up with an entity to do it, though.
What if they're just waiting on the flex? The SEC is and like, okay, you guys all get your 100 million. You guys like that? Is that fun? Is that fun? Oh, each one of our guys are going to get 250.
Yeah, maybe.
Something like that. Because they could be like, oh, it'd be incredible.
But yeah, I mean, it's a monster story that it was actually Ross that wrote it. He wrote an explainer. It's pretty good. It makes sense to even the layman because it gets into territories that It's not exactly.
This is where you get back into what we talked about. We brought up yesterday that there's no Power Four. Not when someone.
What you mean.
There's no Power Four. There's two. There's only 2 leagues.
There's Power
and that's
2.
it. And the other 2 like that, no. Because you think right now this stuff's going on, the Big 12 is going, let's do that thing too. And they're like going, yeah, we don't have that option. No, the SEC doesn't have that option. So they're the Power 4. No, they're not.
Think about Oklahoma State sitting back going, so you're telling me that Oregon's going to get $145 million?
Yes.
Yeah. Great. We're stretched beyond belief. And now
was Dellinger in support of this? Was he criticizing it at all? Because I've seen a lot of criticism of this move for the Big Ten.
Now, as Bill, we've talked about, Jake, Ross Dellinger's job is not to be supportive.
Sometimes you can have a message, though, in your reporting. You know that. You can have a lean in how you
report the facts. He doesn't express.
Yeah, he really doesn't. When I talked about other stuff, he always just
he's a rare breed.
But I've seen a lot of people that are pushing back.
Why,
on this.
though? Why?
I saw Matt Hayes.
Why, God, why?
Sporting News.
Why, though?
Just thought it was like almost like selling your soul a little bit. Not knowing.
Oh, boy. We're going to get into the haughty route.
No, he's not like, you're not knowing, like, again, it's nice to have this money now, but what do you owe them down the road? Like, they want to be part ownership. What is that going to come down to?
Well, it's what is it? I don't have it on my screen.
It's explained, but it's not explained to me. I'm just not smart enough to understand it. We might have to talk to Mossman. I'll get a hold of Mossman.
There's this thing called, so they've created this thing called, I think it's Big Ten Enterprises, which would be essentially the 19th member of the league.
How does that sound to you?
Because they're going to get
sounds all right.
They're going to get a cut of everything, right? They're going to get a cut.
Yeah,
they're going to.
That's the whole idea. Yeah. This enterprise, this pension retirement fund for the University of California has to make money.
Yeah,
they're just not giving.
That's just
money.
a donation.
They're not Big Ten fans. No, I've always loved Northwestern.
No.
There's $2.4 billion.
This is how they feel they can grow their
retirement pension fund
way higher than they could just normally.
Right.
So they
have
a business decision. Yeah, so this is a really good idea.
I think so, Matt. I figured there would be some pushback because
not just one. There's more than one person pushing back on that.
I don't understand that though. It's a business move.
If
unconventional,
they want to know how much control they have on decisions going forward.
They don't have.
They don't. What they say is like none.
Will that change though? They say that right now.
That's a good. I mean, I appreciate
right now. This is not me. I'm just giving you reports of what the pushback
I know you're pushing
has been.
back.
I'm not pushing back.
You're back. You're pushed way back.
I'm telling the other side of the story because I also don't understand everything to be smart enough to comprehend it all.
I didn't have it on my screen there. I think we presented it okay. But yeah, now it hasn't been. Now they will vote for this not today, a week from today. Now that's the trick. They got USC and Michigan have already said they're opposed to it. So I don't know what the vote. Apparently, you don't have to have everybody in line here.
So they could just turn the money down.
Well, that's a good. Okay, well then I'm going to get into this.
I thought Michigan wanted not to be part of that at all.
That's Michigan, USC. I just said USC and Michigan, yeah. Jake.
Jake's not. He's lost it right now. Jake,
not true. I was reading
upset.
Text here.
Yeah, Michigan, and USC have already said they don't want to do it, and they would have a period of time where they can decide if they want to do it or if they opt in or not. So
yeah, they have an extra. If they say no, they have a 90-day window to
something
to change their mind.
Okay, here's what it says. If this is what Ross writes, your friend. If Michigan and USC vote against the deal, the schools each have a grace period, likely a few months, to opt into the deal to receive their full allotment of capital funds. So, according to the messaging to Michigan and USC, if they have not opted in by a certain point, perhaps 2 years, they would no longer be entitled to the deal and their grant of rights would expire at the current date of 2036. Yeah, that would be big.
That'd be big.
Yeah, that would be big. So yeah, UC Investments is what we're talking about, has agreed to proceed with the investment at the same $2.4 billion valuation, even without those two schools committing to the deal. So that's the deal. That's the deal. It's an amazing, I think it's an amazing, God, if you're Troy Dannon, you're just like, I mean, Jake, it's about stability. This is stability. This is
like, I understand stability.
That. This is the first crack.
Trying to be
first crack of private equity coming into the entire.
Yeah.
Private equity is going to show up also by school.
Yes.
That's going to show up. This is the first crack.
You'll hear that term a lot.
You're going to see that.
A lot of private equity.
A lot of private equity going to jump in on one team.
In the most unsettled time in college athletics, for this to happen, it commits these teams to be together for 10 years at least. I mean, think about that. Now you know you're going to have a Big Ten. And if you're Keith Mann, for instance, it's like, okay, this is good. There's this job stability. And for everybody, it's stability. For Troy Dannon, it's stability. It's gigantic. It's stability. It means we'll be covering the Big Ten for 10 more years. Come on, Jake.
Did you feel that? Did you feel that was in danger? The Big Ten.
I didn't feel. I didn't feel
that was. You thought
a little bit. I mean,
one of the funniest things I read was there was one of those fake headlines where Michigan, USC looking to leave the Big Ten. That's not true.
Not that, but just
those are the ones that grab you, the ones that try to get you clickbait. They did their job.
You always hear about the super conference thing. I guess what you're talking about is you just add a bunch of teams to the Big Ten, which would be fine. Kind of fine. It's not then.
So you want Fresno State in the Big Ten?
No, I don't. Yeah. I don't. That's what
It's already too big.
Yeah, that's what my point is.
When you're playing 9 conference games, you have 18 teams.
That's exactly my point. So this I think sort of staves off the notion of a big super conference, going to 24 teams, which to me is, and then I'm not even covering. It's not really college football anymore to me. And I think this ensures that that's not going to happen.
This is the strangest idle chit chat we've ever had. It's the most serious one we've ever had.
Very serious.
I'm gonna wrap it up now. That's idle chit chat, sponsored by 738 Ag. You need seed,
Joey,
chemicals, fertilizer, or someone to run the sprayer for you. 738 Ag runs the whole show. Custom application included a little more today at 738ag.com.
Joey, that food was incredible yesterday.
What was that?
That was
that. It was the most remarkable thing that's ever happened.
What the hell happened?
Probably top 3 things ever happened in my life.
It was
getting that breakfast. DoorDash.
That bagel sandwich was massive. The egg was so big. It was so much food.
I told my wife, I said, if you ate that in one setting, which you did, you hammered through it. I go, it would be enough. You wouldn't have to eat again until maybe midnight.
I mean, pretty much true.
I mean, it was lunch is out the window.
It was
with that.
dense.
Yeah, it was dense. Is a good word for that.
Dense
lunch is out the window.
Yeah.
What else do we do on Fridays after Idle Chit Chat?
Sometimes we do the call.
Roll call.
Roll.
Text us your name right now.
The call.
Your age, where you're listening from, and what else do you want from the Breakers today, Bill?
I'm going back to my original. I want favorite toast condiment: jam, strawberry jelly, grape, peanut butter, cinnamon toast, Nutella, or straight butter.
Okay.
What are you putting on your toast?
Cinnamon toast.
Cinnamon toast.
Yeah, what's cinnamon?
I like grape and butter. Grape and butter.
So you do the
Good.
combo.
Yeah, that's good.
You do the combo
butter
with
grape.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like the cinnamon toast. I want to know also if they could put we always had a Tupperware. I can see it right now of the cinnamon and sugar mixed into it. Then you had it on a plate and you kind of put it on there and then you dump it back over the top of the canister. The extra. That's how you shake it off. That's how I would do it.
Or did your mom do it?
No, I did it. I did it myself. No, because I would always put butter also on my toast. And then I would put it back in the toaster.
Okay.
And then it melted a little bit more. It got some smoke sometimes in the kitchen, but it did that a little bit more.
I should not forget before we get going.
Yeah,
speaking of roll call, this morning we had a Kent
Thompson,
long-time listener. He was in Germany last week. He was on the roll call from Germany. He brought us some German chocolates.
Oh, he didn't?
Yes, he did.
This is
Niederreger Lübeck and Ferrero Rocher. These you see all over the place.
Thank you. Can we open them now?
Oh, you have to.
Pass them down. Yeah.
Open that top one. That's the one that really interests me. No, that one right there, Steve. No, the other one. Now those are awesome too. But we see those. Kent, thank you. He brought him all the way back from Germany. Said he went through a major situation at customs, getting through customs because they were challenging him whether or not he had illegal contraband.
Really?
Yeah, and he had him in his backpack, but he had to explain to him it was for the show.
He made his way through.
Yes.
Thank you to Kent. 464-5685. Let's go to YouTube first. Connor in Pittsburgh, Kansas. We've got Justin in Seward. Says butter with cinnamon sugar.
Yep.
Good choice.
Yeah, when I say cinnamon toast, it's cinnamon sugar.
By the way, Connor says peanut butter on his toast. Goes back to that. Bolt says 58 years old on the base right now. Grape jelly with butter with a sprinkle of cinnamon. So grape jelly with some cinnamon on it.
They're making Bolt go in earlier now.
Oh. Genghis in Hondo, Texas says sourdough and butter, nothing else. It clears.
Oh God, that does
He said
sound
that
good.
clears.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
That sounds good.
We've got Lori and Kevin in Sioux Falls who will be at the game tomorrow.
Oh wow, that'd be
They
awesome.
have our spreadsheet on Tuesdays, of course, for power rankings.
Will you be able to see them?
I'd love to. If they're up there.
How do we get a place outside the arena? Is there some sort of a meeting spot? You guys could. That would be worlds colliding.
They're going to know the arena better than me because I've never been there. So if they have a spot that they like to meet me at, Lori and Kevin, let me know. I'll try to find you.
That'd be awesome. We'll give out your cell phone number. Should I give it out now?
Please do not. Please don't do that. Lori says lots of butter and raspberry jelly. Kevin, butter and cinnamon.
Okay.
On his
Actually, your mom may. I like butter and cinnamon, but only if my mom makes it. If I make it, it doesn't taste as good.
You cut your toast diagonally though, right?
I suppose, yeah.
It's like a little triangle. Yeah.
Troy in Rock County, age 58, cinnamon sugar. We got Husker in Minneapolis, age 28. Margarine is elite if you don't have butter, he says.
Shin Daddy will fight you on that. He said that margarine is one molecule away from plastic.
Is that right?
Yeah. He wants real butter.
That's what he said.
Yeah. One molecule away.
He's probably joking.
I'm not sure he's totally
I don't know,
wrong
but
about that, right?
I don't know about that.
Pete in Chattanooga, why would he be listening to the show, Sip?
Why would he call it?
Age 74, peanut butter on his toast.
Peanut butter's good.
Oh, these are
This is the chocolate you're having there?
these are ridiculous. I don't know what's in that white. What's that white stuff?
I thought it was some form of coconut. Or is there coconut in there?
What does it
Maybe
say on
not.
the description?
I'm not reading that. I
Okay,
have my
I'll
glasses.
look at it a second. Kyle in Boston, strawberry jam, age 22. Les in Lincoln, butter. Northside Dave says, just any jam. Didn't give me a flavor.
Any
Jam.
jam.
North
I like jelly. I like jelly over jam.
What's the diff?
Well, jam's got like
and what is the difference?
jam's got whatever, like little seeds and stuff in it, and like
okay.
that. Jelly's just
No
clear.
seeds.
Look,
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
you.
Chet in Nebraska City, age 33. Real butter with a touch of
Thank you.
sugar and cinnamon
It's
on
nice.
his toast.
I didn't mention honey. I should have
Yeah, you
thrown
should've mentioned
honey
honey.
at that. I'm a buffoon.
Honey is a rare treat.
Yes, honey's a treat. You could do honey peanut butter.
Oh
that
no,
wouldn't be bad. You could do it. It would work.
I'm not going to say it'd be terrible, but I would not do that.
Travis in Ankeny, Iowa says 46 years old, apple butter on my toast. I've never had apple butter
That's
on a
good.
toast.
That's a good call, though.
Good call.
They have the rolls at Texas Roadhouse. They have apple butter,
All right,
but
and
I
those are good.
don't own that at my house though. I don't
Those
have.
are good,
Apple
though.
butter or cinnamon butter?
He
You
said,
could own it.
I think they have apple butter.
Yeah.
Help me out. My one. Right? I know some steakhouse has apple butter at it.
You have a chef, correct?
At my house,
Mr. Your
my wife is a good
Have you
chef.
seen?
She does.
have you
Yeah,
seen that
Elizabeth's
house?
incredible.
She's a great
Have you
chef.
seen that house he's got?
Oh yes, no, I don't get invited over. Never been. And then I don't want to start driving by after you had that instant run-in with the
With
Dave,
Dave,
down the
neighbor
street.
Dave. Yeah.
You can drive by.
Robert in Oklahoma, strawberry
Nothing's
jelly.
gonna happen.
That's what you think.
I'm too scared.
Lou, age 80 in Orlando, says, what does he say here? He says, grape jelly.
Okay.
Grape jelly
solid.
for Lou.
Don't you need something with the grape
Smuckers? Is it Smuckers? I wonder.
No, you don't need anything with the jelly.
No, grape jelly is just straight. No, that's fine.
Will in Fullerton, butter only. Kent and Lincoln. That's Kent Thompson.
Kent
Butter-
Thompson.
Peanut butter, he says.
There you go.
Uh,
It's got to be Jif peanut butter too. Skippy, I won't. Even touch
another Ankeny, Iowa listener. That's Jason. Says cinnamon toast. That's two Ankeny people this morning.
it. I wonder if
chiming in.
those guys. Who's the other one? Could they meet
I
up?
just said that. It was.
We have two Ankeny's. Could you guys meet up today somewhere and get a picture? Is there a Subway or something in Ankeny they could meet at? There's a lot
Oh,
of
that was
Subways.
Travis and Jason and Ankeny. They both chimed
Oh,
in.
is that
Okay.
that's right outside of Des Moines?
I think it's just north of Des Moines.
Yeah, I think it is.
Tim
a
in
nice
Dallas,
town.
apricot jelly.
Apricot.
Oh,
Wow.
that's
That's
good.
good. Solid.
That's
yeah.
very specific.
Yeah, I
there.
wouldn't do that, but I'm okay with it though.
Questionable.
Is that like a marmalade?
I won't eat marmalade.
I don't either. I don't even
won't
touch
eat
it. No, I don't want to hear about it.
No.
Don't even bring it up.
No, I won't eat it.
I'll slap it out of your hand.
Laverne in Hawaii says he goes with peanut butter on his toast.
And butter? Don't you
Just
just
peanut
have
butter.
to have butter?
No, you don't have to just.
No.
No.
No, you don't.
I've never gone butter
No.
and jelly in the same
No.
toast ever.
Really?
It's one or the other.
I would never put butter and then like you said, like
Peanut
what
butter.
else with it?
He puts
peanut
jelly on it though.
Yeah,
No,
I
it's
no.
think
his
you
butter.
have to have butter
you
as
don't.
part of it.
You don't have to. Now I'm okay though
No.
with butter and grape jelly.
Yeah.
I'd eat that.
Yeah.
I've done it.
Jake.
Very once in a while. Just need one of them. Corey Lincoln says butter strawberry jam combo. So he's with you on that. That's
Yeah, he's
Corey
from
from Columbus. Yeah, he gets it.
Thanks for listening, Corey.
Kevin in Waukee, Iowa says cinnamon and sugar.
Yeah, that's good. That's
The method just as Bill shared. Same
Yeah.
same
You
method
have
as
to you shake it back into the container.
It's just tricky to get the toast exactly right when you're making that.
It's a lot, Steve. There's a lot going on in our
sugar,
lives.
butter. I just couldn't. I just can't do it. My mom did it perfectly. Perfect.
Matt is in Pender.
Whoa.
Getting ready to go pheasant hunting. Age 52. He goes butter, cinnamon, and sugar. That's Matt.
Matt, give me your location like that.
Pheasant hunting in Pender.
Where will we be pheasant hunting? I was in Pender on Wednesday. Stopped by, if you saw some friends, I stopped by the high school, talked to some people there, saw a smoke show. Ron DeFendrick was there, so we talked to smoke show. The best part is I walked in. I walked in. I walked. You're the one who actually said it. We talked because she was dating Rick Logeman, who drove the yellow, the yellow Blazer, and played "Running with the Devil" from Van Halen.
She must
be
a smoke show.
Yeah, she was a smoke show. And so I walk into the office, and I know all the ladies who work in the office, of course, at the high school, and they're like, one of the ladies goes, "You want to talk to Smoke Show?" So she calls her down. She calls her down over the intercom system to come down. So Rhonda comes down. Here comes the Smoke Show down, and then so all
funny.
So now the whole staff, the whole faculty calls her Smoke Show. They'll say things like, "Hey, you gonna go out to maybe get some smoked meats, Smoke Show?" So that's part of the deal.
Pender sounds like a great place.
Pheasant hunting.
Yeah, pheasant hunting.
For
Yes.
Matt.
Thank you.
We have
He's probably out by Thurston. Are you going to go on the Sand Road out by Thurston? There's a lot more pheasants that direction, Thurston, Emerson area. The Sand Road. Yeah.
We have a third Ankeny listener, Gage, age 25.
This is insane.
Honey and jelly on his toast.
Okay.
3 Ankeny listeners.
I've never heard of honey and jelly ever
either.
mixed together.
That's new.
That's the first.
That's a
we hit on
25-year-old
something here
too.
that's pretty epic.
Honey and
Do
jelly.
that. You could do that.
Yes.
Wait a second. What's up with Ankeny, by the way?
I don't know. They love the show, apparently.
Love this.
We love Ankeny.
What if they're all just Cyclone? They're all Cyhawks, but they just listen to our show.
Cyhawks. I don't know. Trying to get intel. Something?
Yeah, trying to get intel. Maybe they get a hold of Kirk before we play. Hey, here's what I'm hearing on the stream.
Husker TD is in Dubai listening
No
from
way.
Dubai.
Tony Davis is in Dubai.
I don't know if it's him.
They're just making stuff up.
Now they are. The viewers making stuff up. There's no doubt. Send us a photo of you that says,
prove it.
"Welcome to Dubai."
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's important to get the sheik. Don't forget.
If there's not a sheik, do not even.
We don't believe you there.
You're not even in Dubai. You're not.
You're in
Not
Grand
fine.
Island.
Yeah.
You're at the race.
Yeah,
You're at the
Dubai.
casino.
Bonner Park is not Dubai.
Taj is pheasant hunting north of Miller, South Dakota.
Okay.
Miller, where is Miller?
I
Give us
don't know.
more of a location on that.
A lot of pheasant hunting, Bill.
People are out
Yes.
there.
Yes.
A lot of pheasant. Are you going out this weekend?
Trying to for a little bit.
Are
yeah.
you? Are you?
I'll get out
Very
for a
nice.
little bit. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
That is the roll call. Sponsored by Madson's Bowling and Billiards. Go see
Sarah!
Sarah, the spirit animal of Lincoln.
Polka
Yeah, they have polka. I think that's tonight.
tonight.
Tonight and tomorrow.
There's a polka.
Polka.
tonight?
There's a
They got
polka band.
They've got polka at Madson's this
Yeah.
Really?
weekend.
How did I miss out on this? There's a polka.
Yes.
They do that out there.
But just not every
Sarah
time. Just
does
tonight.
everything.
This weekend. They got polka.
Imagine-
Is Erwin Sweeney gonna be polka?
Yes. And then when people polka, watch their face. They smile.
They light up.
There's never a
Oh,
time
they're
you look
happy.
out there and see people all doing the polka and all dancing. Never. They're happy. And then guess what else is there? An accordion.
And
When you
he's
have
happy too.
When you have, and he's happy. When you have an air-based musical thing, imagine when you, what are you going to invent? I think I'm going to invent an organ that runs off that's air-powered.
Ron Carroll, report in. If you're my sister's husband, report in.
Will you
gonna be
partake in the polka?
He's gonna be shooting stick back there while everybody's.
What if
Are you
somebody
gonna
just whips
join
around
in
the table?
possibly?
What if a couple whips around the table, poking around the table? You're trying to play some 8-ball. Yeah.
They have different rooms there.
Yeah.
They can probably have polka and then just have guys shooting pool too. They have different rooms.
Madson's Bowling and Billiards. Polka this weekend. Go see Sarah. And polka while you're out there
If
as
you
well.
want polka.
Yeah.
Quickly, before we get out of here for break, I did see yesterday there's a re-ranking of some quarterbacks.
A re-rank.
Re-rank.
Would you,
What do you got?
this is from ESPN's Bill Connolly. If I told you he put USC's Jade Maeva at number 5 quarterback in the country and Brendan Sorsby from Cincinnati at number 9, would you listen to that? Would you?
I just need to know who the top 4 are.
Julian Sain was number 1. Haynes King of Georgia Tech, number 2.
Okay.
Mendoza, 3
Ooh,
of Indiana.
Wonder how he compiles this.
Yeah,
I can't get Conley because you got to pay for it. You know that, right?
Yes.
Yeah, this is a pay for play type thing. I can't get it. So
No, I don't. I don't see Maeva as 5.
You don't.
No.
Did you at one point? I don't think you ever.
I liked it. No, I liked it. Remember, I said right away, hey, you're going to see some great things. Then you're going to see buffoonery. When you saw that at Nebraska, you saw that happen. You saw him. He always has some
really bad throws.
So does some really bad things, and then he does something. You go, oh wow, that was a wow. I mean, do you see Maeva right now in the NFL? I said after the game, then when the lights were dim on that plane, that they had to have a conversation. Can this guy lead us? Can he get us to the playoffs? Can he get us
have
to the
know
Final
who their
Four?
backup is.
And I wouldn't. But are they going to look for someone else? Because that's how I see it.
Okay, then the big news. Julian Saint. How about Julian?
This just goes off of his own evaluation, not going off of metrics. Just how he views it. Saying number 1, this is from Bill Conley. Haynes King, number 2. Mendoza, 3 at Indiana. 4 is Diego Pavia at Vanderbilt. 5, Maeva, USC. 6, Gunnar Stockton at Georgia. 7, CJ Carr, Notre Dame. 8, Trinidad Chambliss at Ole Miss. Sorsby at Minnesota.
Where's no Alabama?
And Simpson
was Ty Simpson.
He's at 11. Number 11.
No,
that's bad.
I mean,
so calls into question.
So basically, what he's talking about is like, okay, who can win games? That's what he's saying. This isn't an
Simpson's
NFL
gotta
guy.
be top 10.
And so Simpson not ahead of Maeva.
Calls into question.
Another questionable quarterback.
And Maeva ahead of Gunnar Stockton. I'm like,
this is subjective, but it does call into question ratings, and it calls into question even the need for this type of rating. I don't understand. How would you have
Simpson's been incredible this year.
Yeah, how would you have him that low?
He's a Heisman finalist.
Marcel Reed was 12. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Okay,
Connolly?
On. Okay, come on. Okay, come on. Wouldn't you put Reed ahead of Maeva in any stratosphere?
Yes, right. Yes.
I mean, that's a loaded question. I know.
Yes.
Come on, Conley, be better.
Yeah, Conley's good, but I don't. There's no criteria.
He had Haynes King up above those. I like Haynes King.
And Haynes King, it's good. It's like how.
But number 2,
there's no criteria.
No.
Haynes King does will his team to victory. He has carried a team on his back. Diego Pavia has done the same thing. He's willed his team.
He's something else. I got to admit it.
His last game was it was
incredible.
just ridiculous in the last game.
Yeah.
But anyway,
let's discount this. But before we take a break, if you are hungry right now,
I am.
Are you hungry for breakfast, brunch, or lunch?
My whole life changed yesterday because of Joey.
Joey.
And where did he get his food from, Bill?
The Bird.
Early Bird is open right now.
Massive Bird
on this Friday morning at 19th and K with free and spacious parking. It's free.
And get it delivered.
Downtown.
Get it delivered to you. The Bird does that too.
Is it a nice bag?
Oh,
the bag was nice.
Jake had to rip it. Remember?
Did
you see the power he had to put into it? I'm watching him, and Jake's like he's frustrated, and all of a sudden that thing popped.
Ripped it open.
So it was stapled shut, Jake.
It was stickered shut and stapled shut. Both of them.
It was so safe. I felt the food was safe. Didn't you, Steve?
I did.
I thought it was secure.
If you would like to go to Early Bird, they have breakfast nachos, breakfast tacos, waffles, French toast, pancakes, chicken fried steak, which is smothered.
The eyes are up.
And we had them yesterday, but don't forget
with the cheese sauce. With the cheese sauce,
the world famous hash holes.
Hash holes.
Hash holes.
Stop by today, 19th and K, open till 2 p.m. Early Bird, great spot for breakfast, brunch, and lunch. Update at Waco for Baylor. Chaos. Tell you what's happening next in Early Break in the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It's the holiday season. Time for work parties, friend get-togethers, and family gatherings, which means lots of eating. Maybe you think you've perfected your holiday meals, and maybe you have no idea where to even start. Let's fix that right now. No holiday party is complete without Führer's cheese spread. It goes well with any type of cracker, pretzels, apples, chili, vegetable, chips, and of course, it's perfect to pair with wine or beer. Holiday meals aren't complete until Führer's cheese spread is on the table. Find your own container at your nearest local grocery store today.
Hey guys, it's Carly from Boyd Farm Outfitters. Farmers, you need to know about Green Eye Spot Spray. With Green Eye, we replace your existing spray boom with a brand new aluminum boom equipped with camera technology that identifies and sprays only weeds and not your crop. The boom comes with 2 spray lines so you can still broadcast residual herbicide while you're spot spraying weeds that are up. Green Eye users in Nebraska are saving a ton of money on herbicides, but that's just the beginning. Learn more at BoyckFarmOutfitters.com. That's BOECK FarmOutfitters.com.
All right, Lincoln, if you're a diesel technician who's ready to earn up to $40 an hour and you're tired of working nights and weekends, listen up. Inland Truck Parts and Service is hiring experienced diesel technicians right here in Lincoln, and they're offering what every hardworking tech wants. Monday through Friday hours, no nights, no weekends, and paid training on advanced diesel technology. With 37 locations across 12 states, career advancement opportunities are endless. Start building towards your future and apply today at inlandtruck.com. That's inlandtruck.com. Or text APPLY to 785-369-1320. Keep 'em Home reminds listeners that each winter, thousands of seniors suffer from weather-related medical difficulties. If you know a senior living alone or at risk, please check up on them. Make sure their furnace or heater is working properly. What better way to show you care than by taking a senior shopping? Even a simple phone call to assure their safety. This reminder is a courtesy of Keep 'em Home, serving our area with pride and integrity, providing in-home care for seniors and disabled individuals who are confined to their homes or need additional aid to complete their daily activities. For more info, call 402-937-7000. That's 402-937-7000. Keep 'em Home, on the air because they care. The savings continue all November long at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln. They're extending their red tag sale with machines priced at invoice plus $300. That's it. No freight, no setup, no extra fees. Plus 10% off snowplow kits, 10% off fly motocross gear, and 50% off all in-stock road tires. Elway Power Sports of Lincoln has you covered all under one roof with a large selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, motorcycles, and personal watercraft at their 27th and I-80 location. They can't wait to get you set up for the holiday season. Leaves are falling and temperatures are cooling down, but don't put your golf clubs away. Double Eagle Golf makes golf leagues and events possible year-round. Winter leagues begin on December 1st and are open for registration. Check out their deals on monthly memberships and schedule your Husker Watch parties, birthday or bachelor parties, corporate or team outings, or just a good old Saturday with the boys. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street. Book a tee time today or learn more at doubleeagle.golf.
If one of the things running through your mind as a business owner is the recurring worry of possible cyber attacks, you can let out a sigh of relief. Hamilton Business Technologies has you covered. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we offer real-time threat monitoring, advanced security protocols, and more to keep your data safe from harm. We care about the success of Nebraska businesses and communities like yours. Learn how we can help you at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
When it comes to keeping your equipment running, you've got options at Landmark Implement. Whether you need premium John Deere parts or a more economical solution, A&I parts from Landmark deliver the dependable performance you can count on with cost savings up to 40%. From filters and bearings to belts and everyday repairs, A&I parts are built to work as hard as you do while helping stretch your budget further. Stop by your local Landmark Implement parts counter today or shop online anytime at shop.deere.com and experience the Landmark difference.
This
I'm not on drugs. I'm not drunk.
is Early Break. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Great day to head down Highway 6 to Ashland. And
new asphalt.
Get some nice steak at Ruhlman
It is
Steakhouse.
brand new asphalt.
Is there
It's
new
nice.
asphalt?
Did a nice job.
Is that
with
what they were doing?
That they were doing asphalt,
Okay.
yes, and bridge repair.
Okay, there's
Go through
Are you
Greenwood,
sure
right?
You go
Yeah.
through Greenwood, which is what?
What's SIP? What's Greenwood?
That's a junky little town.
You just make fun of a town. Oh,
Grandma.
grandma's not us.
Yeah, well, I was not SIP's
Mother-in-law.
words.
Mother-in-law.
He's praising somebody else. There.
Mother-in-law.
She's funnier now. Too. Oh, it's a junky little town.
Then you get to Ashland, the regal town of
Yeah.
all regal
Thank
towns,
you.
with the Regal Steakhouse.
Philman.
Go see Phil and the team. Great place to spend a Friday night. Ruhlman Steakhouse.
Or
And Saturday or
Yeah.
Sunday.
God, it sounds good.
What a time to really enjoy too with the bye week for Nebraska. It's just
Get in there.
Get in there.
Get
It's
in
a
there.
Chance.
By the way, the FM is back up, so thank you for the patience. We're good to go.
Didn't know it was
We're all
down.
over the place. We're good. So if you're listening on the
That's the
FM,
best.
we're good.
FM's back. We were unaware it was down.
People were happy. There's some chaos happening in Waco, Texas. That
Oh,
Baylor.
yeah, this is a story.
Matt
This is a
Rhodes,
story.
the AD who has been the chairman of the college football playoff, oh, by the way, is taking a leave of absence and stepping down from that role with the playoff because there's reports that have emerged detailing an incident between Mack Rhodes and Baylor tight end Michael Trigg from September, where Rhodes apparently took exception to Trigg's long-sleeve gold undershirt, which was different from the rest of the team. Dave Aranda did not like the way this also was approached by Mack Rhodes.
Now they have said, Jake, all due respect, that was not it. That was not.
That's one. That's one part of the story, though.
That's one part. There's another piece that we don't know what that
right.
is.
We don't know the new part. We know that part,
and we never will because Baylor being private, right? They don't fall under the Information Act. Is that correct, Steve? If you're
right,
and so you can't request emails, correct, or whatever. You wouldn't get them from a private school. I don't think you do.
All right. The Baylor vice president said the allegations against Rhodes do not involve Title IX, student athlete welfare, or NCAA rules violations, and do not involve the football program. So it wasn't. That wasn't part of this. Yeah. He did. Something else happened.
Something. So it's twofold. This morning I was listening to Dusty and Danny, and they were talking about it. And Dusty goes, on hindsight, looking back, he goes, it was very off when he had to talk twice about the committee's decisions of where they had people ranked, because obviously this was ongoing. So he knew this was all eventually going to come out at some point in time. So it's however you cut it, it's a really bad look for the committee that your leader, your spokesman, has been suspended from his job. For two incidences for sure, but they say he's not fired, and they make a comment that he'll be back. I would be surprised if he is back.
Now he hasn't not been suspended, right? He's taking a leave of absence.
Leave of absence.
Yeah, he's not been suspended. No. He's taking a leave of absence.
But that's also that's just like when you go to someone and say, "Listen, would you like to retire?" Yeah. I would like to retire. Yeah. If you don't retire,
right? No, I hear you.
We're doing this.
I hear you.
But I'll be. Will you be surprised if he's back as the AD at Baylor?
Yes.
I'd be surprised.
I will be.
I'd be surprised. It's like, listen, after further review, we're just going to move on from the situation.
This is what the AP said. I want to clarify this, Jake. It's important. The new allegations received this week are not related to a report earlier this month of a alleged verbal and physical altercation involving Rhodes, a football player, and an assistant coach, which is.
But we do know that did happen.
That did happen.
So we have that against him, and this is something new, whatever it is.
But
Matt Rhodes put hands on people.
He did.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I don't think that's the personal issue that's going on.
There's something else that comes with it.
Yes.
But we don't know what happened. But
and I don't know.
Leave of absence. He stepped down from the chairman role of the playoff, and
so now what?
Well, now they've got
Hunter Yurachek
from Arkansas has stepped in
to be the chairman.
To be the chairman. There's a committee and a chair. So this is the chair position, and then in the committee position, which he's also part of the committee now, is Utah. Correct?
Okay, that's right. Utah AD Mark Harlan,
yes. Which is he's really fun to talk to. I was out at Alex Smith's induction into the College Football Hall of Fame at this function that I had to speak at. He was there, and so we had a nice visit. He goes, "Oh man, my wife got after me." Because remember, he made the statement about the bad call against BYU 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, he goes, "That didn't go well." He said, "Even at home," he said, he was kind of laughing at himself, like, I probably could have handled that one better. But he was a joy to talk to. So I'm sure he'll do a tremendous job.
So this is upheaval at Baylor because they got isn't Aranda on the hot seat?
Yeah, and that was discussed today. Also, it's like, okay, they're like, is this not good for Aranda? Because all of a sudden it's like, what if there's got to be a change made and your AD is away on
how does this
a
work?
leave of absence?
Okay, how would it work to even fire Aranda?
I don't know how the president would have to be involved. Now, they just had a big win over the Fighting Scott Frost last week. They have Utah this week. They're 5-4.
Okay, so
they're hosting Utah.
Yeah, hosting
he's
Utah.
Not for sure
their 3 last games are very tough. They go Utah, something, in Texas Tech, Arizona at Arizona.
This could be like Dennis LeBlanc having to step in and fire.
This would be. And do you really think that Baylor has a LeBlanc? Do you think he does? I mean, I don't
know.
I just don't think they have
someone that well dressed.
Would Baylor reach out to LeBlanc? would they reach out to Dennis and say, listen, we saw what you did
during for a little bit.
We saw what you did at Nebraska during your brief time. Would you come down here? There's a chance that LeBlanc and Shindaddy are being whisked down to Baylor right now.
Would they leave their current positions?
Yeah, well, I think he would. I think Dennis he'd go down.
He would have to.
He'd have to. He'd leave his current position.
Nebraska will not let that happen.
Well, what if he'd
Troy Dannon reach out?
But what if it was just a sabbatical? He says, I'm going to Baylor. I'm going to Baylor for 2 months to get everything right. And he's heading down there. They'll reach out to Dennis today, I'm sure.
To be an interim AD.
Interim AD.
He's done it before.
He's done it before. He killed
side
it.
extensions.
Yeah.
It was great.
He'll be down there. He'll talk.
He just rolled out a bunch of extensions.
Yeah.
He got Amy Williams and Hoiberg extended.
Yeah. It's going
the
to
block.
Thank you, Dennis.
Thank you, Dennis.
He was at my daughter's wedding. This one that Steve decided to skip. Jake
talked to him.
Jake talked to the.
They like the
over,
jalapeno poppers.
Talk about worlds colliding. I look over and Jake's talking to Dennis LeBlanc.
That's
talked for a long time with him.
Yeah,
that's a half hour or so.
Former AD.
He's a nice guy.
Dennis will be heading down there.
I was not awkward. I was having a good conversation.
Okay.
Jake's not awkward in social settings.
He's not.
No, he's not at all.
He's not.
All
right.
They played Copperhead Road too early.
That
was the only thing of the wedding
that was way
bothered
too
me.
early. You're right.
Yeah. You never voiced that till right now.
You're right. Well, it was.
Well, that's months ago.
It's months ago.
Air some grievances.
It's been a little touchy how you handled it. So the wedding's been very hard on me. How you handled the situation.
I had to show up for the
as
school.
a friend. Yes.
And I was glad.
Are you busy? No, just not coming. No can do. But
see you Monday.
I need you here. You're one of my best friends. Yeah, you're funny, Bill.
See you Monday.
See you Monday. What else? No, I'll be in Manawa. So about what, 8 minutes away? Yeah, I'll be right there. Driving over, maybe? Nope.
Song of the day and Aging Gracefully is next on Early Break in the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Make Hog Wild the centerpiece of your Thanksgiving feast. Pre-order a 12-pound whole smoked turkey or a 4-pound turkey breast for $55. A 4-pound boneless ham is $50. A complete meal includes your choice of a whole turkey or turkey breast, mashed potatoes and gravy, stuffing, green beans or corn, and a dozen rolls for $130. Pre-order online at GoHogWild.com soon. Quantities are limited. All weights are approximate before cooking. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, Lincoln.
But don't be late. We close at 8.
Don't be fooled by the typical holiday ads this year. A new car for your significant other is a dream, but not a likely reality. Why not upgrade the current car you have with a detail? This year's hot item is a gift certificate from Nebraska Auto Detail to make your car look and smell fully refreshed again. We all have clutter and we all make messes, but it doesn't have to stay like that. Give the gift of a clean car this holiday. Buy your certificate at NebraskaAutoDetail.com or call 402-601-5086 for an appointment today.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
When it comes to keeping your equipment running, you've got options at Landmark Implement. Whether you need premium John Deere parts or a more economical solution, A&I parts from Landmark deliver the dependable performance you can count on with cost savings up to 40%. From filters and bearings to belts and everyday repairs, A&I parts are built to work as hard as you do while helping stretch your budget further. Stop by your local Landmark Implement parts counter today or shop online anytime at shop.deere.com and experience the Landmark difference.
It's the holiday season. Time for work parties, friend get-togethers, and family gatherings, which means lots of eating. Maybe you think you've perfected your holiday meals, and maybe you have no idea where to even start. Let's fix that right now. No holiday party is complete without Führer's cheese spread. It goes well with any type of cracker, pretzels, apples, chili, vegetable chips, and of course, it's perfect to pair with wine or beer. Holiday meals aren't complete until Führer's cheese spread is on the table. Find your own container at your nearest local grocery store today.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Leaves are falling and temperatures are cooling down, but don't put your golf clubs away. Double Eagle Golf makes golf leagues and events possible year-round. Winter leagues begin on December 1st and are open for registration. Check out their deals on monthly memberships and schedule your Husker Watch parties, birthday or bachelor parties, corporate or team outings, or just a good old Saturday with the boys. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street. Book a tee time today or learn more at doubleeagle.golf.
Ready, set, Ford just announced 0% for 66 months with approved credit on all 2025 Ford F-150s at Zollner, Fort Beatrice. Save thousands in finance charges. If your current pickup loan's 4, 5, 6% or more, trade in today and receive 0% for up to 66 months on a brand new 2025 Ford F-150 of your choice at Zollner, Fort Beatrice, Nebraska's volume dealer with the hometown service you expect.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
You love to bash his sports takes.
Now, will you feel like an idiot if you're
No,
a big tough?
never feel like an
If
idiot.
you're a big tough guy this morning,
But you really love to voice your displeasure for his music choices.
he stumbled on an issue that I did not think would generate this much passion and discussion.
It's time for Jake's questionable song of the day on Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and The Ticket FM.
Once again, your song of the day from 1982, Fernando by ABBA, 464-5685. 1 is bad, 10 is good. Text already on the Sutter Heyman Jewelers song of the day.
Got it. Did you play that for Fernando
Of
Mendoza?
course, yeah.
So, Jake, that
was awesome.
It's so epic. I couldn't imagine that song. That's another one of those songs where you just kind of say, "Hey, we're gonna record Fernando. Do you want to come in and sit down and just be like, well, we think it's a mandolin, right? I think there's I think there's a mandolin in there. I'd like to know that for sure if there's a mandolin there. But Jake, that was I can't even explain what that was. That was a thing of beauty. I mean, I know it's no Eddie Money, but it was remarkable. Jake, it's a 9-9. 9-9.
Really
yeah, it's just so good. It's so
the problem
good.
I have with is I can't watch Fernando Mendoza without have that song go through my head.
Yeah, it's hard.
You
It's really
texted
hard.
to the group Saturday.
Yes, it's really hard.
Can you hear the guns,
Can you
Fernando?
hear the guns, Fernando?
It's a common text that we receive in the chat, and I love it.
Thank you, Jake.
Quiet
9-9.
Night, Fernando. It's a song that tells a story. I don't know what that story is.
Is it a love story across the Rio Grande or something? Can you pull up do you have the?
I could do that.
Yeah, probably do that. Pull that
I'd
up.
rather do what? What does the song Fernando mean? Do that. What does
I've got on Wikipedia. It says the name
Okay.
Fernando was inspired by a bartender of that name who worked at a club the band frequented in Stockholm, Sweden.
Okay.
That's not what I was.
Not what I was thinking for. No, not at all.
There's got to be some kind. I mean, they're out in a war setting. I think in the song. Hold on. Anyway.
Okay. Well, it says this. Okay, the beach and campfire setting for the music video. What you're talking about, right, Fernando?
Yes.
Was inspired by the band after visiting Ayr Beach in Scotland. It doesn't say why they're there. They liked the setting.
Okay.
That's what it says
Not
here
at
on
all what I
Wikipedia.
It's a beautiful song.
Rating
I don't know what
9.9 from Bill.
Where it would rank on the list of ABBA
992.
songs. I mean, what are some other ABBA songs?
Take a Chance on Me.
Take a Chance.
Dancing Queen.
Dancing Queen's their best.
I said,
song.
of course, it's the
I like Take a Chance.
Mamma Mia.
I'm not
Mamma
going
Mia.
9-9.
Come on.
I don't know
Here
how
we
that
go
goes.
again.
I don't
my.
I don't know how that one goes. Mamma Mia.
You know Mamma Mia.
Oh, you know Mamma
You
Mia.
have
You've
heard
heard it
Mamma
1,000
Mia. He just
times.
sang it perfectly there.
Yes. Mamma Mia.
I like the winner takes it all. You know,
I guarantee you know
how that
Mamma
goes.
Mia.
You know how that goes.
Okay, let me ask you this one. What's the true test? All of a sudden we get word. ABBA just walked out of the Hampton. Freaking out.
Oh, God, yeah.
I'm freaking out. I'm losing my mind.
How about the song SOS?
That's a good one.
That's a great one.
Waterloo.
Waterloo.
How about Knowing Me, Knowing
That's
You?
a good. Yeah, they had a.
Is this Seeger-esque?
It's pretty good. That was
knowing
awesome.
me, knowing you.
Oh, they're so good.
Mhm.
They're so good.
There's a couple others that I didn't name. I'm not going 9-9. It's close to that.
And ABBA, when they had the name, right, the B was backwards. Wasn't there a backwards B?
It's a real B. Oh no!
Is it,
what I'm showing is,
I thought it was like
conventional.
Okay, I thought there was like a backwards B. Huh? Interesting.
He's right. He's right. Yeah, he's right. He's
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
Look right here.
Yeah.
Backwards B.
yeah,
that's
Frontwards
it.
B. A. You got it.
So they
Bill's
don't
right.
do that on the YouTube thing. Anyway, I go 9-6 on that.
Thank you.
9-6.
Rudy.
Oh, he's gonna
We got
love
his
it.
score.
8-8.
7-6. He says, "Nice Friday poll. Great instrumental piece on that
Yeah,
one."
Thank you,
Rudy,
Rudy.
would you check if that's a mandolin in there?
I couldn't find any sort of confirmation of what the music, what the instruments were. Ratings before we get to Aging Gracefully. We got Tater. Tater 1.
Okay,
One from
Tater. We're on the same
Gavin
page.
and Glenn in Pender.
Hold it. They're together.
Yeah.
Gavin and Glenn. I talked to Glenn on the phone just the other day. They run Pender.
Gavin 6'8", Glenn 6'5".
Glenn was the most versatile athlete ever to play at Pender. He could do it all.
Kyle in Boston 9.9. He says, "Wow, thank you on that."
Not
he said,
from
he said
Boston.
"Thank you."
He said thank
he
you.
said,
Jay.
"Wow, thank you."
for
You're
Fernando.
welcome, Kyle. Sandmaster in KC 9.2. Triple H's dad 6. Vernon Dakin 0.1.
Oh,
Come on, Vern.
Vernon Dakin.
0. ABBA sucks from somebody here. No name on
Okay,
that
that's
one.
Fine.
That's fine.
Mike and Dalton 6. Husker Mike in Waterloo says, "Whoa, 7."
It's a household waiting.
John in Lincoln 7.7. Pops in Minnesota 8.5. Corey says 6. Sean in Omaha 6.1. The household is with us. Jennifer 9. Hubby 6.1.
Wow, high scores. Okay.
Jennifer says anything by ABBA is a 9+.
Yeah,
Thank you. I'm with you.
Yeah.
If you'd have played Waterloo, I'd have gave you the same score. I would have.
And from YouTube, real quick, we've got BWD is 6. Albert 8.9. Brad says Jake is officially off the heater with this one.
Not true. You've elevated the heater.
Al
Thermostat up.
Brad 8.9 from different Brad. Mr. Blitzkrieg's with us.
Oh, Blitzkrieg.
8.6. And what does he say, Sip?
What did he say when I was in the booth?
I can't remember. Excuse me. I'm Blitzkrieg. Something like that.
Song of the day was Fernando by
Now,
ABBA.
This is what I was looking for. Jake. The ABBA song Fernando is a ballad about two old comrades from the Mexican Revolution.
Okay, now it's making sense.
Reminiscing about their fight.
Wikipedia.
Reminiscing about their fight for freedom.
Okay.
And it's not about a bartender.
I didn't see that on Wikipedia.
It was
not about a bar.
I was on the
What is
Wikipedia
that,
for
Jake?
this
The
page.
song has nothing to do with the bartender from Sweden or wherever they're at Stockholm.
the song is set years after the war, with the narrator asking Fernando if he can hear the drums of war, if he can still hear the drums of war. So the lyrics describe vivid images of the conflict, like the
Where are
roar.
you finding this at? Because the Wikipedia page for this is horrible in explaining that.
I just typed in what does the
You're on
song
ChatGPT?
Fernando mean by ABBA? No, Google.
Okay.
Yes. They met a guy in a bar.
Yeah, they got a bar.
If
One
you
of the
read
Abbott,
this,
one
that's
of
what
the,
it said.
One of the Abbott singers really liked the bartender.
That's right, an
they do a
epic song
It's
about
not
it.
even close. I'm going. Me and Steve are going. This sounds to me like it's
I'm reading
I
the
don't-
background,
Yeah.
the intel. Wikipedia failed.
The
on that
only
one.
reason I knew is because I did hear on one of our channels on Sirius, they were talking about the origination of the song. It was very interesting to me. That's why. So two old comrades from the Mexican Revolution reminiscing about their fight for freedom. That's what they wrote about.
Can you
Very
imagine this? All of a sudden, ABBA has this. What year was it? 82, right?
82.
Yeah.
Yep.
So all of a sudden now, because of the Indiana quarterback who transferred from Cal, who's a Heisman finalist, now the song is famous
It's brought
again.
back because Newhighs always says that.
Yeah, they
right?
talk about that.
Can
Yeah,
you
they
hear the
talk
guns,
about it.
Fernando?
Yeah,
It's a quiet night, Fernando.
yeah. Full Ride talks about it.
All right, it is time now for Aging Gracefully, sponsored
I love
by
this.
our friends at Treads Central Tire Pros, the Palace of Tires
Run
on Highway 77,
Preston.
just south of Cortland. Sip, what do you got today for Aging Gracefully?
I don't have a headline. Aging Gracefully is finding cheap ways to have fun. So let's do this
Good,
hotel
love it.
thing. Let's do the hotel thing. Cheap ways to have fun. We can do the Hampton thing. And instead of saying who, if they walked out of the Hampton, a certain person, would it freak you out? You can just say which would intrigue you more. I'm going to give you two names.
Okay.
And you say who would intrigue you more.
Okay.
This is free. This is free fun.
Free fun.
This is free fun.
Okay.
Bill sort of it
I like
cropped up
this.
in conversation yesterday. Okay, if we're sitting here and we can look across the street,
There,
Right
we're
there.
looking right now.
at the Hampton
Imagine
Inn,
it.
and who would it freak you out more or intrigue you more, Jennifer Aniston or Yoko Ono?
Yoko.
Probably Aniston for me.
It's close. It's a close call.
But
You
Yoko-
might not know Yoko, but there'd be a big limo and probably a bunch of people around Yoko. Not
If
around.
you had a
Aniston.
chance, I mean, if
I'll
you-
go Aniston.
the reason I say it, if I had a chance to talk to her, I mean,
Yoko.
now just ask just tell me one thing about John.
Oh God.
Just tell me one thing about John Lennon. Just tell me.
And
I'd
what
like-
would your second question be? Why are you in Lincoln?
Wait, why are you the two things?
At the Hampton
or
Inn.
how was the breakfast?
Right.
Be the next thing.
If Jennifer Aniston walked out of that building, it would freak me out.
We'd be out of this building.
Okay, my phone's
Okay.
gonna die.
Uh-oh. What? No.
Another one. Okay, this is a good one. Mick Jagger or Paul McCartney? Which would freak you out,
Ooh.
intrigue you more?
Yeah, mine's easy. That's McCartney.
Is it McCartney?
All the way. Both would be incredible. Mine's McCartney.
Why McCartney?
I just there's never been in my mind a bigger band stardom ever. I mean, just the
Beatles.
The Beatles were the biggest thing ever.
Yeah.
I mean, you have an Elvis, you have other stories, but nothing will ever match that. And it was one time only, and it was the Beatles.
I'll go McCartney also.
Okay, I'd go Jagger.
You go Jagger?
Yeah, Jagger freaks me out.
Yeah.
If little Mick Jagger
yeah.
walked out of there,
Tiny guy.
yeah, he'd be like a rooster walking out of there. Okay,
He would?
yeah, he kind of walks like that.
Like a rooster?
He's a
Yeah,
rooster.
yeah. I bet if you Googled like Mick Jagger rooster, there'd be
Okay, I'll do
instances
that
of
right
him
now.
walking.
Okay.
Okay, this one: Lane Kiffin or Kim Mulkey?
Lane Kiffin.
Oh, Kiffin.
Really?
Yeah.
You can compare Kim Mulkey Robertson to
Yeah, a little bit.
I've
to Lane
never- I've-
Kiffin,
I've
the
never-
Baylor head coach?
I've never. Well, she's at LSU now.
Oh, sorry, you're right.
But
my bad.
My point is,
Right.
tell me the last time that Kim Mulkey made you laugh.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
Doesn't. And Lane Kiffin says and troll stuff, and he says he called Kirby fat. He said, "Well, he's not.
Okay.
Kirby's not burning many calories."
By the way, a lot of Mick Jagger rooster things
Is
pop
there?
up here. It's,
Okay.
it's a strut that he does.
Yeah. He does a strut when he's rolling.
You're verified.
when he
here.
rolls on
Thank you, Jeff.
stage. Yes.
There's a
Like a
rooster.
rooster.
strut. He does. He walks
It's
like a
just an
rooster.
interesting thing to compare to, but okay, it's fine.
Okay, Garth Brooks or Willie Nelson?
Willie. That's tough though.
That's tough. I'm just going to
Walking out
I'm
of
going
there.
Willie Nelson.
You see Garth Brooks with his cowboy hat walking out of there.
That's pretty cool.
You know Willie Nelson for sure.
Yes.
Garth Brooks kind of looks like other people.
He does.
Willie, you would not mistake.
No.
Hold it. Is that Todd Schminke? Nope. It's Willie.
It's Willie
Yeah, you
Nelson.
would not. There would be no confusion. We had Garth. You might not catch you right away. Wouldn't catch you right.
No. Will.
I'm probably going to go. I'm going to go Garth. I don't know
Okay.
why. I don't even know. I don't have an answer.
What would you go with? You're going Willie, right?
Yeah, I'm going Willie.
Okay, we'll
I'd
go
be
Willie.
freaked out if Willie walked out.
Yeah.
Come on, you'd be. I just.
He's,
I'd still be
he's
freaked out.
94
literally
years
freaked
old.
out
Yeah.
if he.
I'm not. And I'm just saying it's a 51-49. I'm not going to say, well, if Willie walks out, I wouldn't even raise my hand. I wouldn't even go outside. No.
Bill
All
would just
of these-
stay here.
I mean, okay. Here's one. This
Okay.
is sort of obscure. Olajuwon or Jabbar?
Well, I'm Jabbar because of my Lakers fan, and the sky hook. He had a shot, but Elijah one was so Jake to watch him play was incredible.
I'll go Jabbar.
I love this game because I'd love to
this
see
is free
these
fun.
people walk out of there.
This is free fun.
If one of these people, okay, here's one. Deceased. Who would you be more? These are deceased. Who would you be more intrigued by, Hubie Brown or Bob Knight?
If I could sit and talk to one, I'm talking to Hubie.
Okay, but just walking out of there, like if Hubie walked out of there,
Hubie Brown's not dead.
Oh,
yeah, Hubie's still alive. Yeah, I was going to say
he's not deceased.
Hubie called games until like 6 months ago.
Hubie Brown is still with us. He's 92.
Okay,
and
my
he's still
bad.
above ground.
Okay, so Hubie's with us.
Yes.
Yeah,
So this could happen.
So he could still walk out.
He sure could at 92.
And if
years
Hubie
old.
walked out of the Hampton, I'd be like, "What the hell? Why, Hubie? What are you
killed
doing
off Hubie Brown?
All right, the ultimate one. My bad. Okay, so Hubie's alive. Bob Knight, that would freak me out. This is the last one, and this is the one I don't know how to answer. I don't know what even my answer is. Magic or Bird? One of them's walking out of the Hampton. Who would intrigue you more?
I'll go Larry Bird.
Yeah, me too, I think.
I don't know what to even say, but I'm just going to say this. I have to be true, right? I'm such a Magic fan. I mean, that was like 32.
That's Lakers.
I mean,
team.
But no, here's my deal. I think I'm saying Bird.
Really?
Whoa. I think I'm saying Bird. And it's not because I love
Your
just
fandom of youth is being questioned right now.
I just hear all these stories about from French Lick. I hear the story about how his dad, they called him on the phone. Hey, you might want to come down here. Your son's going to break the all-time Indiana scoring record. His dad didn't want to go watch him play. He goes to Indiana, leaves Indiana, goes to Indiana State, takes the Sycamores and then you hear the stories about how he trash talked. Everybody. He just trash talked everybody, and everybody's like going, "Oh, he's not very athletic, can't do this like that." And he was one of the most epic players to ever play, and so he just and to sit down with him, I think that's.
I would just love it if they walked out. I'd just be like, "Whoa, Larry Bird."
We'd see. Yeah, I'm going Bird now.
And I do love the fact that both of them love each other. I mean, you don't see this deal of like Pip and Jordan. Now, they were never teammates.
No, I got you.
But there's no
animosity.
They look at each other like going like, "I made you, you made me."
Yep.
I mean, that's what it was.
Yeah, Pip and Jordan's not good, but Bird Magic, they have a great relationship. You're right.
That was free fun on Aging Gracefully.
Hotel fun.
That was kind of fun, actually.
Hotel fun.
We could do that for 6-7 hours straight.
Sure.
In hour 6, we're gonna cover local celebrities.
Yeah, who would you rather see, Shimmick or Suits out of the hotel?
Why are they walking out of there?
There comes Shimmick.
When we come back, hour 2, Lee Sterling's with us next on Early Break in the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread's Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread's Central Tire Pros because we tread differently. Salt Mine City is your go-to brewery in the Haymarket for craft beers and great food. Enjoy a full menu of great items daily for lunch and dinner, like their Big Fatty 7-ounce hamburger or a Reuben sandwich served on Blackstone rye bread. And don't forget their beef or chicken nachos with guacamole, sour cream, jalapenos, and more. Wash it down with one of their 12 beers on tap, including the popular Single Axle Light American Lager. Salt Mine City, now open 2 p.m. Monday through Thursday and 11 a.m. Friday through Sunday at 8th and R.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio, video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between, we'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
This is your year to win way more than bragging rights. At Warhorse Casino, your love of the game could earn you serious cash. The Pro Football Frenzy is free to play with cash prizes all season long, like up to $1,000 weekly, with your chance at $1 million, all while earning tier points and comp points every time you place a sports bet. Only at Warhorse Casino. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at gainatrucking.com.
Here at Aspen Builders, our company is building more homes today than I thought we would ever build.
Bob Benish is the founder and president of Aspen Builders, online at aspenbuildersinc.com.
You know, I am just shocked at how strong our market is here in Lincoln and at Aspen Builders. We're probably helping people right now more than ever get into a new home. We've been able to find pieces of ground we can develop affordably and keep our lot prices down a little bit. I think with our volume discounts and our office staff, 35 years of experience, we figure out a plan that's going to work great for you. We make it perfect. We make it fit your price range. All of this is part of the reason we're so busy.
Make your dream home a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
Are you familiar with everything the Lincoln Children's Museum offers? Camps, field trips, and game day playdates are just a few of the extraordinary programs provided by the Lincoln Children's Museum. When you spend a day with your family at the Lincoln Children's Museum, your child's mind can explore while enjoying the many interactive exhibits they have, while keeping admission prices extremely affordable. Stop by the Lincoln Children's Museum today in downtown Lincoln, or visit them online for more information at lincolnchildrensmuseum.org.
Hungry for something real? Come to HF Crave, Lincoln's favorite spot for burgers that are anything but basic. Locally sourced Nebraska beef, hand-cut fries, and bold flavors that'll make your taste buds cheer. Whether you're craving the classics or ready to try something wild, they've got the burger that gets you. HF Crave. Fresh, local, craveable. Find them at 48th and Holdridge or order online at hfcrave.com. For remote starters, audio upgrades, and more, there's only one place to go. Auto Sounds of Lincoln at 48th and O.
Wake up, Lincoln.
I overslept. Damn rooster didn't crow.
It's time for Early Break, sponsored by Midwest Bank. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
If I were a feral cat.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
You get one team. Mine's the Houston Oilers. I'm not the Texans, and I'm not the Titans, so I'm out.
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 2 on a Friday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hour 2 is always sponsored by our friends at Midwest Bank. Member FDIC. Location in South Lincoln at 27th and Jamie Lane. Also at 70th and Pioneers. And it is Steve Sterling Day today.
Steve Daddy's back.
What has he got for our picks
Remember
of the
last?
week?
Oh, he was so hot last week. Here we go. Check out the odds here if you would, Jake. Make sure we get them correct. We have Cincinnati at home versus University of Arizona.
Okay.
I've got Cincy favored by 5 and a hook.
6 and a hook now.
6 and a hook.
Okay.
Still, Cincinnati. Go Cincinnati. Go
Cover?
Bearcats to cover. Bearcats to cover. Here's one that's probably won't catch a lot of action. Oregon State at Tulsa. Oregon State lost to winless Sam Houston. Tulsa favored by 1.5.
No, it's a change to 2.5 Oregon State.
2.5 Oregon State.
Uh-oh.
Still,
That's suspect.
then take Oregon State to cover. Take Oregon State to rally back under Rob Akey's guidance.
Is that right?
And they're going to cover
To win in Tulsa.
Would like to have gotten in on that one earlier because that was 1.5 Tulsa.
This is Shindy.
Shindaddy.
He's taking
Yeah,
Oregon
Steve
State to win in
Sterling.
Tulsa.
Yes. Yeah. That'll be a very tough
It did
crowd.
open. It did open at 1.5 for Tulsa.
I wonder what
correct?
tickets are for that.
We need to find that. We need to StubHub that if we can, Jake. What will it cost to get a ticket to Oregon State at Tulsa?
Yeah,
You think they?
I'm seeing tickets as low as $6 for ESPN here.
I don't think they'd even charge you $6. I think the ticket office just got to do one of these two. Just go on in. Just go on in.
Thank
Jake
you.
might
for
do
being-
that.
You're good.
Here's $10 for you.
Yeah,
Thanks.
just go on in like that. UTEP at Missouri State.
Okay.
UTEP at Missouri State. Missouri State was 4.5
Yes,
favorites.
yep,
So
that's correct.
Take Missouri State to cover. Missouri State to cover over UTEP. And then Middle Tennessee at Western Kentucky.
Get that
The
one.
number was 13.5
That's-
Western Kentucky.
That's right.
Stick with that. Western Kentucky to cover.
To cover.
Western Kentucky to cover. Yeah, so that's the
Two
four.
games in Conference USA for
Yes.
Shindy this week.
Yeah, he covers it very closely.
He does.
He does. He covers it very closely. Exactly. And then the Oregon State Tulsa is probably one of the better ones. That's for sure. Let's see what that. I wonder what that.
What
That's
a game.
It's 2-8 Oregon State versus 2-7 Tulsa.
Yes.
What a game.
Well,
Tulsa beat
yeah.
Oklahoma State this year. Remember that?
Yes.
On Friday Night
They
Football.
did.
Beat him. That was the end, basically.
That was when he
the
got
end.
fired.
And it should be.
Thank you to Steve Sterling, Midwest Bank.
You're
It's time to talk to Lee Sterling, Paramount
Lee.
Sports. Lee, good morning. Mid-November. How locked in you right now for this weekend's games, Lee?
Dolphins are locked in, so I'm locked in. So
Apparently so.
can't avoid it.
Chris Greer is gone, and things are good now in Miami, apparently. Can win football. They can beat the Bills by 17 points all of a sudden. Out of nowhere.
Great. It was incredible. It's always fun to beat the Bills, right?
Absolutely. No apologies for the draft spot. We're trying to win football games still, and they won.
Right.
So they play Dolphins. We'll do that in a second, but they will play overseas this week. But let's get to college football off the bat, Lee.
Yep.
Notre Dame, 11.5-point favorites against Pitt tomorrow. Can they cover 11.5, Lee?
Well, their coach, Pat Narduzzi, said it's not that important a game, but right. Trust me, they go head-to-head for a lot of players. It's important. I love his young freshman quarterback. If they were playing on the road, they might be in real trouble, but you know, they're going to hit on some plays. I mean, they've got a good enough running game, and passing game has really come on, and the defensive line is good. Problem is, Notre Dame just has no weaknesses here. If Pat Narduzzi, and they have the toughest schedule, I think, to finish the season, they got to play here at home at Georgia Tech and Miami. 7-2. He goes 7-5. 11th year. I think he might be given his pink slip. So this game's important, but I just think that Carr and Love, running back and quarterback, just that good here. And I mean, they're beating even like USC by double digits. They're average winning by 26 points per game. It'll be close for a while. Then Notre Dame pulls away 35-20.
35-20 Notre Dame. Now, Texas, Lee, has been flirting with disaster all year long. Almost lost to Mississippi State, almost lost to Kentucky. They're still right now in the playoff conversation. They're in it as of right now. They are 6.5-point dogs to Georgia tomorrow. Do they keep their season alive, Lee?
So I love rematch games where the team that lost the year before came in overconfident, and that was Texas last year. They were number one in the country. And from the second series on, Georgia dominated. The final score was 30-15, but there was no doubt that Georgia was probably a 3, 4, 5 touchdown better team in that game last year. So now the Longhorns are the desperate team, given little chance of pulling off the upset. Georgia right now almost a 92% chance of making the college football playoffs. Quarterback Gunnar Stockton's looked great since halftime of that Auburn game. Their offensive coordinator, Mike Bobo, who I've been on about his play calling, he has improved recently. Here's the kicker in this game. Georgia has 2 weeks to prepare for this game. I think they're going to pick apart every snap of Gunnar Stockton since he became the starter, and they're going to find some looks and some schemes that give him problems. And you got to play with emotion. I think Texas is going to bring it here. I don't think Georgia's that good to all of a sudden start laying almost a touchdown to quality teams. And Arch Manning, he's found some success recently. wrong team favored.
Whoa.
Texas straight up
Rudy.
31-28. Yep. I would play half your wager on Texas plus 6.5 and the other half on them on the money line. If it hits, anyone can join me over the holidays, Christmas holidays, and meet me in the Bahamas. We'll have some fun.
You said 31-28. Lee, was that the pick?
Yep.
30. Okay, 31-28 Texas. We're going to the Bahamas with Lee.
That'd be fun. I'd like to do that.
That'd be fun. Yeah,
we talk about the Pinewood
You guys
Derby.
ever been there?
No,
never been.
No.
Oh,
wow.
We'll have to get
Water's
there soon.
gorgeous.
Okay.
From Lee Sterling, Paramount Sports. Lee, USC 6.5 point favorites against Iowa. Could be a very soggy game in LA tomorrow. Does that matter in this game?
I think it does some. I loved USC if the weather was great. Looks like it's going to rain nonstop for 3 days there. Certainly you would think that gives Iowa an advantage, but maybe not as much as you think. USC top two running backs, King Miller and Wayman Jordan, have combined for over 1,200 rushing yards this year, 10 touchdowns, and they average 7.9 and 6.5 yards per carry. What makes this USC team different this year is they can play some defense. Last year, only 21 sacks on the year. This year, already 3 sacks per game and averaging 1 interception per game. So I know Iowa has looked good, but they're in off a crushing loss. They're out of the playoffs now. And USC at home, 5-0 straight up, 4-1 against the spread. And the only non-cover was a 75-yard bomb with 2 minutes left versus Michigan State. So I think USC, even with the weather, probably the right side here, 30-20.
30-20 USC over Iowa. To the NFL lead, Chiefs are 3.5 point favorites against the Broncos this week. They have dominated the Broncos for years. Does that domination keep going this weekend?
I think this is going to be a low-scoring game. Looks like Patrick Surtain second's going to be back at cornerback. That's what the word is. And their defense is already very good, borderline great. They might be the best in the NFL with them. They have pass rushers, edge rushers. Few teams have that can really get after Patrick Mahomes here. And obviously Denver's having trouble on offense. They're going to have to get Bo Nix out on an island, make him put some pressure on the defense. And if you move the pocket, it does give Kansas City's defense some problems here. So low-scoring game. I think, it's probably a game decided by the last possession, maybe the last play. So give me the 4 points in Denver here. I think they pulled the upset. Another wrong team favored. Denver straight up 17-16.
17-16 Broncos. First ever game in Madrid, Spain is happening Sunday. That's the Dolphins.
Wow.
2 point favorites against the Commanders, who are struggling right now. Both teams not playing well. Dolphins had a nice win. Commanders got blown up by the Lions. Do the Dolphins keep the magic rolling in Spain? Lee?
Yeah. Dolphins defense hasn't been good, but improved, especially last week, giving up 26.4 points per game. Washington's defense is giving up 35.8 points per game. They're going to have trouble with Miami's frequently used 21 personnel with the fullback and the power running game with Devin Achane here. I think that they're going to be able to get 5, 6, 7 yards, a lot on first down, even the first offensive lineman coming around here. And they move the ball between the 30s, Marcus Mariota does, but just can't put it in the end zone very often. They're also going to be without Terry McLaurin here. I like Miami. Miami wins another game here. They're going to tease some people. First win, first game in Spain, 31-24. The right team is favorite. Dolphins big.
31-24 Dolphins. Last game back to college, Lee. Alabama 6 point favorites over Oklahoma on Saturday. Where do you see this one playing?
Huge game here. Anyone wants to get it for free? I think there's a clear right side to this game. Just call 800-400-9741. Again, the number 800-400-9741. You want to get this game for free. Want to roll NFL 31-9 run. It's called Lee's NFL Sunday Golden Ticket. 5 selections every single Sunday. They're ready to go right now. We text them out on late Thursday or Friday mornings. Just $197. 5 selections for 4 weeks. Just one place. ParamountSports.com.
Lee, always good stuff. Thanks for the time. We'll chat with you again next Friday.
Okay, see you guys.
That's Lee Sterling, Paramount.
It'd be fun to go to the
Sports.
Bahamas with Lee.
That'd be great.
We'd talk about the Pinewood Derby.
He was runner-up nationally. Is that right?
Yes,
Yeah,
second.
nationally. It was in Vegas, wasn't it? I think they went
Sterling
to Vegas.
was runner-up nationally. Okay, Notre Dame.
Yes, to recap Lee's picks. Notre Dame, 11.5-point favorites, has them winning and covering against Pitt, 35-20.
The whole world is pulling for Pitt.
Why is that?
Except for Notre Dame fans, obviously.
Why is that?
They want Notre Dame out of the playoffs. Because that frees up a lot, like Miami, teams of that nature. Someone's sitting there at Utah, all these teams, like they need Notre Dame out. And out, this does it.
I don't mind my Notre Dame not being in the playoff. I don't. Texas
as 6.5-point dogs. He says they win outright against Georgia, 31-28.
That's between the hedges.
Between the hedges.
On the road in Athens.
Well, Alabama went there and beat them on the road. So it's possible.
In a rainy game in LA, USC covering 6.5 points, beating Iowa 30-20.
I don't see the score being that high.
Seems a little high.
Not that high, maybe. But Lee's, hit on this. That what does USC do? They run the ball.
Yeah.
And so this isn't like, oh man, we throw it all over the place.
Point.
No, they run the football.
They also give up yards on the ground, though. I think Iowa can make hay.
I agree.
Maybe enough hay. I don't know if enough hay, but I'll be watching it.
To the NFL.
On Big Ten Network.
On BTN at 2:30.
BTN 2:30.
Not CBS, not NBC. Yeah, watching
Pizzo.
BTN. Rick Pizzo, Dave Revson. Yeah.
Pizzo's not doing the game, though, is he?
I just like saying Pizzo.
No, he's not.
Pizzo doesn't do games.
He's a studio
He's
guy.
in the studio.
He's very good, though. Rick Pizzo.
Pizzo's not doing the game.
No, he's not, but he's good. He has the Broncos.
Pizzo.
The Broncos are 3.5-point dogs against the Chiefs. He has them beating them 17-16. Denver over the Chiefs.
How the Chiefs would that be lost
that would
4?
No, it'd be number 5. That'd be 5-5. KC.
That's trouble, right?
Yes.
Weren't we just talking about them being the best team in the NFL?
Yes.
What's going on here? There's some confusion.
I don't know, but the Broncos have just been. They've not been lighting it up at all.
Their offense has fallen
offense
apart.
has been just horrific.
Can you explain this to me? Why we were just talking a couple weeks ago about the Chiefs?
It was like they were back, and they might be the best team.
Yeah, they looked dominant for a couple weeks, and then they kind of came back to
They
earth.
lost their first two, and then all of a sudden they came back right going, oh man, they look incredible.
Chiefs did not play. They had a bye week last week. Before that, they lost to
But they're 5
the
and
Bills.
lost to the Bills.
Yeah.
But what?
I don't think they're going to lose that game. The
I'm
Chiefs are
gonna
not
tell
going
you
to
what,
5
if you
and
want
5.
to load up on cash right
Okay.
there,
Okay.
I'm sure Shin Daddy would agree with this. The Dolphins look like a slam dunk.
Seriously?
The Dolphins feel really good about them, so they just had a win. They're going to be in great, and the Commanders are as upside down as they can possibly be right now. They don't have the personnel on defense. They've lost their quarterback. It just does not scream good at all.
You know, I am a negative person with the Dolphins,
Yes.
but Bill,
you never noticed. That's your way to win, Jake.
However-
if I talk bad about the Dolphins, then they win.
However, I would agree with that assessment. I expect the Dolphins to beat the Commanders. They are in
Handily.
disarray. Jaden Daniels is not playing.
Who
As
is
Lee
it then?
said, Marcus Mariota,
Oh.
who's still in the league, still there.
He has to have some gray, right? I mean,
He's probably got some gray.
he's got
Can't
that.
say too much right now. Like that Flacco's like 10 years older than him.
He is.
and killing it.
Lee says Dolphins covered 2.5, 31-24 in Spain. 8:30 kickoff this time Sunday. If you want
Three Dog Night.
If you want Alabama,
I've never
Oklahoma,
been to Spain.
800-400-9741
Great song.
or ParamountSports.com. Thank you to Lee for joining us.
Lee's great.
He is.
He's great. Interesting
like
scores
having a
today. I don't know Texas. We'll see what Marty says about that.
We will.
Marty
have
will answer
the
all
Marty
questions.
party, by the
Remember,
way,
Marty's
is at
coming in.
8:05 today. He's coming in.
Did you tell him
via
to
the
stay in his
stream.
office because he went to the boardroom
No, he's
last
at
time?
his so
A
his
vacation
brothers-in-law.
house? He's got a vacation
no, they're
house?
in. I think he's in Atlanta at his brother-in-law's, and they're going to Athens tomorrow. Yeah, he's at Bruce's house. But they
Bruce.
But they'll have.
Well, Bruce was here, right? That Bruce?
No, not that Bruce. It's his brother-in-law.
Oh,
Bruce.
I cannot wait
Angie's-
to see Marty.
Angie's brother.
Okay, gotcha.
So he said they'll have a setup, a nice setup. Angie assured me that the setup will be good. Angie's Marty's wife.
Well, before we get to break, the 3 words, Bill, you don't want to hear an IT are what?
I've been hacked.
God dang.
We got to make sure Marty does not get hacked. in
Marty
20
can't
minutes when
get
he's
hacked.
on.
Lee Sterling can't get hacked. Oh,
They work
I
with
just
our
started
friends
thinking about
at
it.
Applied Connective
Cyber.
Technologies.
you imagine being held hostage?
What if Jamie Burrow got hacked?
Yeah, all of a sudden like that. Hey, listen, tell guys do not come over to the bird. We got hacked. We can't get into our anything computer wise. So now we can't have hash holes.
No hash holes today.
No hash. Imagine that one.
That would not
We got
happen on
hacked.
this watch.
Yeah.
No way. Because they live with their friends at Applied Connective Technologies in all 93 counties of the state. 99.8% retention rate, as Bill said, went up 0.1% last week.
Yeah, they're knocking it out of the park. Thank you so much.
They manage all things IT and
Out of
cybersecurity.
Fullerton.
Free consultation available at appliedconnective.com. When we come back, Bill's Thrills Monster Matches. That's next on Early Break on the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Midwest Bank on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Midwest Bank is hosting our annual Thanksgiving food drive, partnering with local Lincoln schools to provide Thanksgiving dinners to families in need. We hope to provide meals for more than 120 families in our community this year. You can help by dropping off a donation at either Midwest Bank location, 7001 Pioneers Boulevard or 2655 Jamie Lane. Any donation is greatly appreciated. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank, member FDIC.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Sometimes good people make mistakes. When you find yourself in need of an attorney, call Liberty Law Group. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group will defend you in court and protect your freedom to get you the best possible outcome and the justice you deserve. Trust your freedom to Liberty Law Group, the best criminal attorneys in Nebraska and Iowa. Call them today at 877-404-5238. That's 877-404-5238. Or check them out online at libertylawgroup.com.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at gainatrucking.com. Hungry for something real? Come to HF Crave, Lincoln's favorite spot for burgers that are anything but basic. Locally sourced Nebraska beef, hand-cut fries, and bold flavors that'll make your taste buds cheer. Whether you're craving the classics or ready to try something wild, they've got the burger that gets you. HF Crave. Fresh, local, craveable. Find them at 48th and Holdridge or order online at hfcrave.com.
Fall is here, and so are cooler temps, darker evenings, and slick roads. Is your vehicle ready for the change in season? At A1 Automotive, we've got you covered. From tire checks, brake inspections, batteries, and heater systems, we make sure your car is road ready for the Nebraska winters ahead. Don't wait until the first frost. Schedule your fall car care checkup today and drive with confidence all season long. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Bagels & Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in November. Try their brand new fall sweet trays, including cinnamon rolls, pumpkin chocolate chip muffins, pumpkin cheesecake brownies, and apple croissants. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels & Joe.
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
This is your year to win way more than bragging rights. At Warhorse Casino, your love of the game could earn you serious cash. The Pro Football Frenzy is free to play with cash prizes all season long, like up to $1,000 weekly, with your chance at $1 million, all while earning tier points and comp points every time you place a sports bet. Only at Warhorse Casino. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Don't be fooled by the typical holiday ads this year. A new car for your significant other is a dream, but not a likely reality. Why not upgrade the current car you have with a detail? This year's hot item is a gift certificate from Nebraska Auto Detail to make your car look and smell fully refreshed again. We all have clutter and we all make messes, but it doesn't have to stay like that. Give the gift of a clean car this holiday. Buy your certificate at NebraskaAutoDetail.com or call 402-601-5086 for an appointment today.
Schweizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schweizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at schweizo.com. That's SCHWISOW.com. Tired of asking what's for dinner? Nourished for Life has got you covered. At Nourished, they're a local meal prep company that delivers fresh, chef-crafted, healthy meals straight to your door. Made from wholesome ingredients and ready when you are. No shopping, no chopping. Just heat, eat, and enjoy every night of the week. Fuel your busy days with balanced meals that are designed to keep you satisfied and energized. Visit nourishedforlife.co to purchase meals and taste the convenience of home-cooked comfort without the hassle.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppell Chevrolet GMC, the #1 fastest growing GMC dealer in the Omaha and Lincoln area. We are going to keep this train rolling in a big way with new half-ton and 4x4 pickup trucks starting at $12,500 off list price or 0% financing. You heard that right, $12,500 off list price or 0% financing. You pick which one works better for you. Please stop on in the dealership and meet the team or check us out at CoppellCars.com. Stock number C280930. All deals with approved credit.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you looking for a new way to put your skills to work?
I am.
Explore new options in the fintech industry.
Finance.
At Currency, a Sand Hills global company. They have full-time
Global.
spots in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. Also, 4.5-day work week, attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more today.
Imagine, Steve, you and me working for something global. That's a little bit out of my wheelhouse, I think.
Kind of.
You could do
Don't
global.
think of it that way.
Global. This when they say the word global, that means
Hits
a
you,
lot.
doesn't it?
Yeah, it really hits you, and that's what
Global.
And there's only one guy that can do it, and that's Carson Schottenheimer, the guy that can get it done. Thank you, Carson. He's relaxing this weekend because he won't be out with the folders and picking up resumes.
Not this week.
Not this week, but he'll be back. He'll be back getting that done next week. He'll be in Happy Valley.
He will be.
He's
Heading
heading
up
to
that
Happy
way.
Valley. Yeah, so he'll be there outside the stadium. It should be easy to find because I don't expect a real raucous crowd there for that game. That will be.
I wonder how that will look.
Yeah, it won't look great. It won't look. They kind of rallied back. They were really bad for Northwestern. They rallied back for the Indiana game. They did, and that's going to kind of be from that time on.
We got
Carson's there.
Carson. And now, will he have a booth or just is he on foot?
He'll be on foot.
Okay.
He'll
Say
be
foot?
Yeah, I don't know what. Foot,
Wait, what
I didn't know
is
what that
foot?
meant. He's on foot. He's not. He'll be on foot.
I'm
Yes.
I'm
Foot
doing.
is what I meant.
Yes.
I have to look ahead in terms of before we get to Bill's throws. The ticket prices for Penn State, Nebraska.
Yes.
Okay.
I mentioned that the Tulsa game was $6.
$6.
Look
I'm
ahead.
seeing tickets as low as $11 for Nebraska Penn State
That
next
tells
week.
you right there what the crowd will be like.
So it seats about $100, right?
Yeah.
Will there be 50?
Be hard pressed. Especially
Half
you said,
full.
you said it was a night game. You think
We think it'll be. We
Not
don't know that.
not
for sure.
official yet.
official. We do think
We
night?
definitely think 6:30 NBC is what we're thinking.
Thinking. Gotcha. Well, Penn State still. Nebraska draws eyes, and so does Penn State. So they do get that. Like right now, Michigan State, Penn State, get that one all over you. Two teams that haven't won a conference game.
That's not
yet.
Pizzo though.
That's
not Rick
Pizzo. Pizzo.
It's Danielson
And Nestler.
and Nestler.
Who's doing the Big Ten Network? Who's doing Iowa USC?
don't know
Do we
that.
know that yet? wonder who's doing that game.
Jake, can you even venture a guess?
Do we even know who even does Big Ten games? I don't even know.
I think it's a guy named Connor Onion who's been in the studio before a couple weeks ago. I think it's him.
And then who would be the analyst? I don't know.
Not positive.
Would it be Jake Butt?
Potentially, yes. That's very much so possible.
I bet it is Butt. I think you're
does
right.
do that.
I think you're right. That's who it would be.
We'll look that up before the end of the show.
So anyway,
it is time for Bill's Thrills. Here we go.
Some call him the most interesting man in the world.
That is setting up the morel mushroom bonanza.
Oh,
yeah.
is
We
it gonna be
need it.
bonanza?
Mushrooms grow better with thunder and lightning.
Others call him Coach. But to everyone else, he's Bill.
I want to get one of those military ab stimulators for us to wear during the show. You see, I sent you today.
It's time for Bill's Thrills on Early Break.
As always, Bill's Thrills sponsored by our friends at Deinert Contracting.
Randy!
The king of remodel for your kitchen, bathroom, whole house, or more. Please call or text Randy at 402-417-5204. Deinert Contracting.
I'll tell you one thing. Randy's is been doing a lot with the injury that hasn't even phased him, which is probably the most impressive thing he's doing now. And he also, when he gets a call for a consultation, he does the consultation within 24 hours. So it's not okay if you get a hold of him.
Is that true?
That's true. That's facts. So there's not a deal where I know for a fact the other day someone reached out to him about at 3:00 in the afternoon. He was there at 5. Same day.
Jeez.
He does. There's no you bet. We got interest in that. We can look at that. That fits right into our wheelhouse, and we'll make it work out. We can be there. Well, we can be there in about 10 days. They're like, no. There's people when they make the decision. When you make the decision to be a remodel, you've thought about it for a long time, and you finally said, "I'm doing it."
And it's important.
It's important, and you want to get. And then once you decide to do it, you want to get things rolling. That's why you want to be on Randy's calendar.
What I've noticed with our remodel is that it's like a dream for people. You are entrusting Randy with a dream. You are.
Because you've walked around your house for how many years going, I'd really like to do this. I would love if this was different. And finally, you're right, Steve, you nailed it. He is the dream maker.
Yeah, he's the dream maker. That's what he is. And it's a big deal.
Would he be some like Aerosmith and Dream Weaver? That'd be something.
That's not Aerosmith.
That's Gary Wright.
Gary Wright.
Very different from Aerosmith.
Okay.
Gary Wright and Aerosmith.
Let's say that Aerosmith did Dreamweaver. Climb aboard the Dreamweaver train.
That's not Steven Tyler.
It's not him.
Damn it.
Dang it.
But anyway, people entrust the king with their dreams.
They dreams.
With the cape and the crown.
Not King of Queens. King of Dreams.
King of Dreams.
Yes, we have a new.
What if Randy came walking out of the Hampton?
Yeah,
we go see him.
How intriguing that would be.
That would be
with the cape,
with the cape on.
How about the fact
that over his head too?
How about
right?
the fact that if Randy comes out, we'd all recognize him, but if Eddie Money came out, we'd have no idea.
Who are you? Eddie Money.
It's Eddie Money.
No, you're not.
You're Randy Money.
Randy.
Yes.
Randy Money.
Thank you.
It is time for the Monster Mash. Here we go.
To my surprise,
He did the mash.
he did the Monster Mash.
The Monster Mash.
It
Was a graveyard
He
smash.
did the mash.
It caught on in a flash.
He did the mash.
He did the Monster Mash.
Oh, nice. Very nice, Sip. Very nice.
My favorite part is that Jake doesn't know the words to Monster Mash. That blows my mind.
Last week you were gone. I was trying to do it.
Jake tried to do it, and he did this side kind of this weird thing with his face. He did it like this.
He did the Monster Mash.
Monster Mash. He's like he was British. He did it like he was
Right.
British.
It was probably more for British
kind of
stuff.
that.
It was, and it was very odd.
Yeah.
How'd you not know the word?
I don't know all the words to Monster Mash. I know it's the Monster
Oh
Mash.
God, there's monster games
Okay,
coming
what
up.
do we got, Bill?
Well, tonight
Come
right
on.
away. How about this one? Not getting a lot of attention and would have been big. Clemson at the Ville. Clemson at Louisville.
Tonight.
Tonight. Clemson
6:30.
at Louisville. And I'm not going to lie to you. I'm intrigued with the Oregon Minnesota game. I kind of want to see what happens.
Why would you have to lie?
Because it's like a 30-point favorite or something. It's a ridiculous number on what's going to happen there. But yeah, so at Clemson, Louisville like that. Air Force at UConn. Air Force at UConn. Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go. We're following UConn.
Now we're talking.
After you went through their schedule, we feel maybe it's not as daunting as what we once thought.
They get Air Force. How's Air Force this year?
Not good.
Not good.
Not good. They're not going
Once
to a bowl game. Not a good situation. Most places they would probably be on the hot seat there because nothing's been going well for Air Force for some time. But they've had so much success in the past. Love this one. Arkansas at LSU.
Okay.
Does LSU are they tapped out? Are they kind of?
They haven't won a game since Pittman's been fired.
They had the coach.
Trino, come on.
They had the coach. LSU, kind of have the one game at Alabama. Now where are they at with Frank Wilson? What happens in that game? UCF at the Fighting Frost go to Texas Tech. Fighting Frost
crap.
Go to Texas Tech.
Crap.
See what happens.
What do you think is going to happen?
Well, it doesn't add up good right now because they made a quarterback change in the last series of the game, down by 3.
Curious move.
There's only 22.5-point dogs at Texas Tech.
Yeah, so interesting for sure at the Iowa USC. Why is it interesting? The rain show. The rain show is what makes it. What's it going to look like? Because we always anticipate when we turn on a West Coast game in the afternoon, what are we going to see? Sunshine, beautiful, and I think the fandom's going to be bad. I think they're going to be like going, I'm not going out and sitting in that, and I'm not going to the Coliseum. So
I think it's going to be pouring rain.
Yeah, it's going to be. It's going to rain for 3 straight days. So
sounds fun.
Here's one that's interesting. This has all the ramification. Who goes to the championship game? Virginia at Duke. Duke is 5-4. ACC championship. Duke is 5-4. Must win for both teams to have a chance like that. Penn State at Michigan State, I can't get enough of it. They have not won a game in conference. Have not won.
Someone's going to get their first conference.
Someone's getting their first conference win, and it's going to be epic. See what happens. Maryland at Illinois. The fade. What happens with the fade in Illinois?
You love that fade.
And Bielema,
Maryland fade.
Every year it happens.
Bielema is not happy with his 6-3 that he's not there.
They're not.
They're not. He's not happy. He's like, we have quality losses. We have quality wins. He feels Illinois is not even talked about as if they have a team right now. When's the last time you heard it? And they're 6-3.
They've disappeared into Champaign.
They've disappeared into it like that. So into the Champaign.
Can't even find them in their own city.
Yeah, UNC at Wake. Is Belichick going directly to the Giants right after the game? We don't know that. I think that'd be odd. But Wake Forest playing very well. But UNC at Wake, very interesting. Utah Baylor, the AD game. I mean, that's fun. I mean, that just got really interesting now because there's time Baylor plays really good. There's times that they play really, really well. And so that'll be an interesting thing to see what happens at that. Utah State at UNLV. Utah State, the Fighting Bronco Mendenhalls have them going. UNL playing well. Sweet game. TCU at BYU. TCU at BYU.
Hold on. TCU at BYU. Okay. Yeah,
interesting
BYU
game at that.
them.
BYU needs to. They want to get back to play Texas Tech in that championship game. Must win. They lose, they're out. They're out of the championship game. They're out of the playoffs. And then the too late. Boise State at San Diego State. San Diego State lost to Hawaii like 38-3 last week. They're favored over Boise State.
That's a good Hawaii team.
That's a good Hawaii team. It is. They're favored. And then Wyoming at Fresno. I love that one.
Oh, you do?
Love Wyoming. Can't get enough of that one.
These times
9:30. 9:30.
Will you be
FS1.
watching that game?
FS1, yes.
Oh, God.
All over it.
Oh, God.
Can't get enough.
No.
Yeah.
I will not be watching
Wyoming. Hey, don't forget, Bill, we mentioned this on, I think, Tuesday, but there's a game at 9 p.m. on the CW network, too. La Tech, Washington State.
I'll get some of that.
On CW.
On the
CW.
Quad
Box will have
it.
CW network on.
It'll be great. What if in one of the quad boxes it was One Tree Hill? You can watch it, click over and watch that.
Have that on.
And Bill's watching it.
Oh, I'm like that. This is amazing. The basketball coach is upset.
You should have, you can have just like a sitcom going on one of your quads.
You could have a sitcom.
Sort of to balance everything out. So which games, I'm trying to think as you whip through those, which games I'm most intrigued by?
No, I would say the Penn State, Michigan State intrigues me enough. The UNC intrigue, Utah, Baylor because of the AD situation, and Utah's sitting right there at number 13. So if carnage happens, they have a chance to get in. If they need Baylor to lose because right now that used to always be if they're both 2-2, and then you have but head-to-head matters. It doesn't matter. They've proven that with Miami and Notre Dame. They've proven that head-to-head does not matter to that extent.
Utah Baylor 6 p.m. ESPN2 for that game.
Okay. Go back to Mac Rhodes and following that play. So he was upset about what a player was wearing, like his liner shirt,
and there's all these witnesses that saw it, and then it wasn't like he just said, "Hey, I really appreciate if you change that." He grabbed him.
I wonder
he physically grabbed him.
And Aranda was pissed off about this.
Yes.
I wonder why it was such an issue.
And it was probably one of those deals too,
where you're possibly
where you're thinking like that, where Dave, obviously one of my great friends, was probably livid, and then it's probably like, "Oh, really? Don't be livid, Dave. You're lucky you're even here." Now all of a sudden he's like, "Nah, not so fast. You're not here." I mean, do you think right now they're going to lean on Mac Rhodes to make decisions? They've got that incident. There's another incident.
There's something else.
There's something else.
Or not. Maybe not an incident. He's just having personal
There's something. There's something going on there.
Personal issues.
And then he's been pulled from the CFP. He's the one that's been talking on, just so you know, on Tuesday nights.
Yeah.
They go to him.
Rhodes.
They go to Mac Rhodes. Now,
The chairman.
Now Mac Rhodes is like, well, I physically put hands on a player, and I've got another situation, whatever, in my life, but I was in charge of the CFP.
So you have to be a sitting AD to be the chairman of the CFP. So it was a no-brainer to pull him off because he's no longer a sitting AD. You have to be a sitting AD.
Yep.
Thank you.
And this will be
sitting
very
AD.
Surprise. He did the monster mash.
It was a graveyard smash. It caught on in a flash. He did the monster mash.
That is Bill's Thrills, sponsored by our friends at Diner
Thank you.
Contracting. It is time to play the game show. Give us a call.
nice.
Right now at
Come on, Bill.
464-5685, your chance to win a business box
Won
of
2 in a row.
bagels to Bagels and Joe. Today, we're doing a different type of topic here.
Whoa.
It's not Film Friday.
Whoa.
It has a film connection, but it's not film. So here's the topic. So there's a new Springsteen movie out, right?
Yeah.
Saw that.
Now his nickname is the Boss.
Yeah.
The Boss.
So I thought today we'd do famous singers' nicknames.
Got it.
I will give the nickname.
Got
you tell
it.
me who that is.
Love it.
Okay, I like this.
Thank you.
This is
So
good.
it's not an actual Film Friday. It stems from a movie.
We like
out.
this.
Yes.
Bill,
If
you like
know
this?
I do.
musician nicknames today.
I got to give a shout out to Emma's dad. Emma works at Planet Fitness, and she said her dad listens to the game show every day. Emma's father. Shout out.
464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Starts right now.
We've all been there. You're listening to the radio, and then that rage starts to grow inside of you. It starts to consume you. It gets to a point where you just want to yell, "Shut up, Sipple!" No, sorry. I'm sorry. Well, here's your chance. It's time to shut up, Sipple. Call now to play. 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
464-5685. Call the Dick Down Sip and Bill and Trivia. Already a winning week at 3-1, so you're going for gravy here today.
Yeah.
Musician nicknames. You like this today?
I love it. I love it.
Okay. Let's see. We have Dave. How do you feel about musician nicknames for trivia today?
I feel great. Good morning.
This is Dave Dipple?
This dip. Cuz.
Cousin Dave Dipple.
Cuz, I've been wondering where you work, cuz.
Well, I've been working a lot. We went to Vegas and lost a bunch of money for a wedding. My daughter got married.
Married?
Oh, you're kidding me.
This is incredible.
Yeah.
You went to Vegas?
Yeah.
Did you go to Vegas?
We did.
We saw pictures
spent
of
5 days in Vegas, and it cost me $22,000, and life is great.
Okay, we're dropping numbers now.
Hey, life is good for Dipple, for sure.
That's a big number, Dip.
It's a big number.
Dip, that's a big number.
Is that why we're not getting McDonald's hash browns today? Because you used to bring hash browns into us.
Orange juice is gone too much.
Exactly. Second cuz Bill.
Yeah.
All right,
That's a
Dipple.
big number.
Here we go.
First
Thanks.
question goes to you, Dave Dipple. Who was the Queen of Soul?
Aretha Franklin.
Is it Aretha Franklin? Yes.
God, hey, Dip.
Think.
Good job
Okay,
by
we have
Dip.
Okay.
Hey, that's a good
Lock in
job.
because Dip knows all these guys.
Yeah.
Overtime's our only chance.
Hey, Dip, I'm not joking. That's a good job.
1-0 lead
I'm
for.
as old as you guys are. Come on.
Okay, Dip.
Okay. Sip, first question. What singer was the Man in Black?
Oh, good
Come
God.
on.
Oh, Bill,
Stop
I'm
it.
keeping you.
Not this.
You are not being used.
Thank you.
That's John Cash.
Brilliant.
There's not as many nicknames as you think out there for
Come on.
singers.
Yeah.
So this should be pretty easy today.
Quite a
1-1
way out
tie.
there.
Okay.
Back to you for the lead, Dave Dipple. What famous singer's nickname is Slow Hand?
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
We got it. We
Is
got
that
it.
Double
Eric
layup.
Clapton?
Eric Clapton.
Brilliant.
I think he kind of
Right.
messed with us a little bit there.
Might have
Dip.
got you. All right, Bill's in play here for the tie.
I think Dip is on a train.
He's
right?
on a train. His
I hear
window's
a lot of
down.
wind.
Yeah.
Are you okay, Dipple?
Yeah, got it home.
He's
just
on the
got off
train. Stuck his-
Nope.
Okay, Sip for the tie. Last question.
All
What-
right.
What singer was the voice?
Uh-oh. Bill? I think. Oh, I know this.
Okay,
I know.
Go ahead. I don't know it. Go ahead.
Sinatra.
was the voice.
Frank Sinatra is correct.
Probably would have guessed that, but I didn't feel great about
Now,
it.
the other day, it was the caller's turn to do the number. You guys are the number today.
Okay, get ready.
All right.
Ooh.
So,
Yeah, you're right.
Dipple, you'll go below or over or under the number. Here we go. You can use Bill. How old was Frank Sinatra when he passed away in 1998? You guys can confer on this, and Dipple will go over under your number.
What'd you have for a number?
I have a number in mind.
Let's go in between it.
Zip is doing some math over here.
Do it. I like you crushing the numbers.
We're going to go 80.
Over under 80, Dave Dipple.
I had 73 in mind, so I'll go under.
Under 80.
Oh, Dipple! Oh,
How about 82 years old for Frank Sinatra?
Had it on the nose.
You wrote 82?
I had 79.
Wow. It's okay. We got it.
That's a win.
We're good.
You think with all them heaters he blew that he'd have went earlier.
I suppose so, Dip.
Dip. Hey, Dip, nice hearing from you. Seriously.
Nice try, Dip.
I'll stop by when I get a minute. I'm sorry.
Thank
That's
you.
okay.
Just recovering funds here.
Dip, you don't have to stop by.
Dip.
Bill.
Dip, you don't have to stop by. You can just
He's
send
out.
the food in from someplace else.
I like the Dip from yesterday. Uber
We got
Eats.
it. We're 4-1.
4 in 1 week. How
Oh
about that?
man.
Nice work.
Went to Sinatra's grave last year. Me and Leighton have house menders. Yes, went to
Hey,
went
what
to
was the
Sinatra's.
occasion?
What's that? We were in Palm Springs
Okay.
for Christmas, so we went to the grave. It was really bad. We find trying to figure out where it's at. We find it's not him and his wife are side by side, but there was someone leaving the grave crying, and she was younger, so probably a niece or something. Maybe I would have been rude, but I probably would have asked, "Is this by any chance? Are you?"
Yeah, I don't think you want to do that.
But it just
Imagine being a
not.
relative
it wasn't
of Frank
like she
Sinatra.
relative of Sinatra. Then we went to Sinatra's house.
Jeez.
And
You can do that.
You can go to his house. Someone lives in it. Yeah, it's just. I'm just like, oh man, this is sweet.
This
Just
is
see
sweet.
that stuff.
It's a South Lincoln move for sure.
When we come back, hour 3, the Marty Party. Marty Stipple with us next. An early break on the ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Midwest Bank. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Leaves are falling and temperatures are cooling down, but don't put your golf clubs away. Double Eagle Golf makes golf leagues and events possible year-round. Winter leagues begin on December 1st and are open for registration. Check out their deals on monthly memberships and schedule your Husker Watch parties, birthday or bachelor parties, corporate or team outings, or just a good old Saturday with the boys. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street. Book a tee time today or learn more at doubleeagle.golf.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Gary with Gary Michaels Clothiers Lincoln. I'm here to tell you about our custom shirt program. When you come into the store, we measure your chest, mid-waist, and sleeve length. Enter the measurements in an app, and we create your data fit size. You then try on one of our 99 data fit shirts for the proper fit. After that, pick out the fabric, collar, cuff, placket, and in roughly 2 weeks, your shirts are delivered at the same cost of buying off the rack. And by the way, the neck fits too. Gary Michaels Custom Shirts at 56th and Pine Lake Road, Lincoln.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at gainatrucking.com. All right, Lincoln, if you're a diesel technician who's ready to earn up to $40 an hour and you're tired of working nights and weekends, listen up. Inland Truck Parts and Service is hiring experienced diesel technicians right here in Lincoln, and they're offering what every hardworking tech wants. Monday through Friday hours, no nights, no weekends, and paid training on advanced diesel technology. With 37 locations across 12 states, career advancement opportunities are endless. Start building towards your future and apply today at inlandtruck.com. That's inlandtruck.com. Or text APPLY to 785-369-1320.
If you or anyone you care about is facing a family legal matter, call Cordell and Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL or visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
There's a lot on the line in divorce. This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, the largest family law firm in the country, with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. But being big doesn't mean less personal or less local. Our attorneys live and work in your community, and as neighbors, they understand the challenges your families face. Divorce touches all areas of your life: your home, savings, retirement, and of course, kids. So when you find yourself facing divorce, you need a partner you can count on. Visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
If you or anyone you care about is facing divorce, contact Cordell and Cordell today. With over 100,000 clients served, we understand the challenges you're facing on a personal level. Call Cordell and Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL. That's 1-855-GET-LEGAL. 1221 N Street, Lincoln.
Go hog wild, pet barbecue.
It's $5.99 barbecue time. Hurry to Hog Wild for a complete barbecue meal that's only $5.99. Get a one-meat sandwich loaded with our award-winning barbecue, plus your choice of a classic side and drink for just $5.99. Upgrade your sandwich to beef brisket for just $1 more. Join us for lunch or dinner in Lincoln at 3210 Cornhusker Highway. Order online at GoHogWild.com.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at PAHLincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Matson's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines, unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge, with seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at Matson's Bowling and Billiards, just south of 48th and Holdridge.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
Wake up, Lincoln.
Good morning. Good morning. It's great to stay up late.
It's time for Early Break, presented by Nebco. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I like Stone.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
And here comes a sandwich from God.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
Hey, somebody grab me a mocha quick, would you?
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 3 on a Friday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Third hour is always sponsored by our friends at Nebco. Now hiring at Concrete Industries for precast production laborers. Check them out online at concreteindustries.com or at nebcoinc.com. No Husker football game this weekend to preview or talk about. So what better time than to bring in a friend of the show, the brother of our own Steve Sipple, Marty Sipple. Marty.
Good morning.
On our airwaves.
Okay, how does he sound?
He
okay?
sounds great.
Marty. Sound good?
You see him?
Yeah, I see you. Yes.
Sip can see you on the computer.
Oh, why is he not up here?
I'll get you for it.
Okay.
Marty.
Good morning.
Are you going to a non-Florida State football game tomorrow?
Yes. Okay. I'm in dog country. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia.
DAWG?
What's that?
DAWG? Dog?
DAWG. I'm in dog country I'm in Atlanta, Georgia, at the lovely home of my brother and sister-in-law, Bruce and Heidi. And we are going to later today caravan over to Athens, Georgia.
Wow.
For the Texas
Caravan.
What's that?
I like the caravan.
A caravan. That sounds incredible.
Caravan.
Okay.
So it's my first time between the hedges. I'm excited.
Okay.
Will you have a name tag on like you had on the state game? We can identify you. Where's Marty's right there? He's got a name tag on.
They only do that in Tallahassee at Florida State.
Marty, do you have a rooting interest in this game?
Well, that's a good question. I mean, as we've discussed, my two of my kids went to Texas.
Right.
So I've shoveled a lot of money to the University of Texas over the years. So I probably will root for Texas. But my brother and sister-in-law are big. They went to Georgia. Their kids went to Georgia. They're big Georgia fans. And so we have an intra-family interest in this game for sure.
Okay. Will it get heated in the car ride home?
Sounds like it might.
Depending on the outcome, I suppose.
Are you going to wear Texas gear, Georgia gear? Just going to go?
What are you wearing?
Like normal attire, Marty.
What do you wear?
What are you wearing to the game?
No, I brought a burnt orange Texas shirt. That's what I'll be wearing.
Oh,
yeah, I'll be wearing a burnt orange.
Will you wear pants, slacks, or dungarees?
I think I'm gonna wear dungarees, jeans. Yeah.
Now, hold on, Marty. Hold
Marty
on.
in a burnt orange shirt and some dungarees. I need a photo of this.
Marty, now hold on. You don't wear jeans that often, do you?
No, not often. I did bring a pair for this game. I may not wear them, but we'll see how it goes.
Dude. I wonder what Angie would say about your dungarees.
She will have to approve. She will have to approve the game day attire for sure.
Yeah, I'm interested in. You've never been between the hedges, nor
never
have
been between the hedges. Never been to Athens, period. But I'm told it's a very good atmosphere down there.
And will there be tailgating? Are you tailgating?
Yes. Oh yeah, we'll definitely tailgate. The game's not till 7:30, so we'll definitely tailgate 6:30 your time, I think. Yeah.
Okay, so God dang, Marty, that's quite a day you have.
Now, don't lie to us, Marty. Are you leaving Tallahassee because of all the drama and
what's going on
with Mike Norvell?
Mike Norvell.
Kind of antsy there. Is that why you're departing to go to Georgia this weekend, Marty? Tell us the truth.
No, that's not the reason, but there is a lot of drama. I mean, the FSU situation is they're 4-5, and they've got 2 games left to go. Virginia Tech and the Gators. And so, I mean, they're desperately need to win both games to get bowl eligible. And I think if they lose one or both of those games, I think Norvell's probably gone.
Oh, so
he
still has a shot to hang in there as their coach next year?
The talk, and I say this, the somewhat talk is bring back Jimbo Fisher. He's interested. I think he's interested.
Take it for almost. Then they'd be interested in him. They can hire him for a lot less money. You have probably has a minimum of 100 million in the bank. So that's always a nice little nest egg.
Jimbo, how would you feel about Jimbo? What was your take on Jimbo? You were obviously there when Jimbo was there.
I was there when Jimbo was there. Jimbo won a national championship, obviously, and sort of hit the lottery by getting Jameis Winston and won a national championship. And then he after Jameis left, he lost interest a little bit, and then he took that A&M job. And so, but I think he's a great offensive mind. I think he'd do a good job. I liked him. I generally liked him. Yeah.
Did you see Jimbo around Tallahassee?
No, I think he is in Tallahassee, but I do not see him. I do not.
When he was there, did you see him?
Was he in the same gated community as you?
Did you see him around when he was there?
Jimbo? No, I don't remember seeing Jimbo. I think I saw him at basketball games occasionally. Yeah.
You think you saw him?
You're not positive. How do you not know for sure, Marty?
I just don't remember. It's been a while. It's been a minute since.
Oh gosh.
What has been your body language when Coach Norvell drives by you now and he leaves the neighborhood? When he drives by you? What's your take? What have you shown his body language wise towards him?
Totally thumbs up. Totally thumbs up.
Supportive.
God,
I'm a Norvell guy, and I hope he doesn't get fired. I think he's good for the city and good for the program, good for the kids. I hope he doesn't get fired, but he's got to put up some W's here in the next couple weeks. Yeah.
What's the noise, the vibe regarding Tony White? What's the narrative?
Big disappointment on that defense. I mean, they were so impressive against Alabama, and they've sort of dropped off a cliff defensively since then. And there was buzz. I remember when the UCLA coach got fired, there was buzz about him getting that job.
Yeah.
I think that's totally died off now. I don't think he's a candidate for anything at this point. So, and he may be in jeopardy, and as is Gus Malzahn. I think if they don't win a couple games, last week they played Clemson. Right. I don't want to get too in the weeds here, but there was a flea flicker play, and they threw it into the end. Clemson threw the ball into the end zone, and the FSU defensive back gave what I would describe as a half-hearted effort to break up the play. And so
half-hearted.
Were you dismayed? Were you dismayed?
I was dismayed.
On your couch, you were dismayed.
Yes. That game was. I was watching that game before the Nebraska UCLA game came on. Yeah.
That was my question. Also, you've already kind of hit on it. Is that there's supposed to be this offensive fireworks, and Malzahn has been. I mean, it's been borderline horrific. I mean, Clemson has not been good on defense. They scored 10.
Yep.
I mean, it's not that the offense of the first game is like, we got the Gus bus here. We just beat Alabama. Watch this thing go. Right. And it has been nothing but a wet blanket since that time. Take on that.
What's happening?
It's interesting. You're right. And the interesting thing is Tommy Castellanos, the quarterback. He looked great early on, but, he left Boston College. And there's probably some reasons he left Boston College. And one is he's erratic and makes bad decisions.
Okay.
And so, yeah.
Have you seen erratic and bad decision making from Tommy?
Oh, absolutely. Yes. Yeah. He throws some bad interceptions. He misfires on some balls. And I mean, Castellanos, I don't know. That's interesting. He's got another year of eligibility. We'll see what happens next year. Yeah. The portal is a magic thing.
You said you're a Mike Norvell guy. Now, facts come into the equation here that he has won one conference game since 2023.
Yes.
How do you back that?
How do you defend
that?
Marty,
we need some more
defend that for us, Marty. He's a friend of yours, but defend that for me, please.
Be a trial lawyer right now. And
we'll listen.
Yeah,
we're
listening
to you.
Okay, he had the one year when he was on the cusp of the playoff, when it was a 4-team playoff, and they sort of, I mean, there's a significant amount of controversy around them not getting in that year.
Sure.
And then so I think he's got the capability. He had a good run at Memphis State. But the other thing I would say about Norvell is you do not see his kids get in trouble. They do not get in trouble. There's no off the field incidents. I mean, he runs a good, clean program. I used to say in the old days, the kids were graduating. I don't even know if they're going to class anymore, honestly. But I do think he runs a pretty clean program. Yeah.
Okay.
So the defense is clean program here.
Okay.
Which is fair defense.
I always give the example of Osborne. Osborne took him 20 years. Took him 20 years to break through.
Right.
And they were patient with him. I mean, I think the patience is such a non-existent word in today's college football world. I mean, there's no patience, but I think if you give the guy a chance, I think he can get it done.
In our group text recently with Bennett, you did say something that I meant it. I mean this. It hit home with me. You said all these moves were being made. It was a Sunday. You texted this. You probably don't remember, but you said, "Hey, not every coach can win 10 games. It's
mathematically impossible."
Yeah, it's mathematically impossible.
Right,
so,
right.
So yeah, that's what your way of saying there should be patience. Okay, what did you think of Latif, the Frenchman?
The Frenchman. I thought he looked great. I mean, I thought I listened to the post game analysis, and I agree with the idea that Penn State now has some tape on him, and it's not going to be probably quite as easy against Penn State. But yeah, he looked good. I thought everybody knew he could run, but I thought he threw. I thought his throwing was impressive. So no, I think he's probably going to be, and I know that everybody's talking about it. The whole idea of where he's going to end up next year is going to be a big question. The money and everything else. But yeah, he's the real deal. I think he's the real deal.
Post game analysis are you listening to, by the way?
Where is that?
Yeah, give us your spot, Marty. Come on.
Is there a special website that we're missing on? Marty, will there be a quarterback controversy? You're a fan.
I don't think so. No. I think Dylan's the guy. I think you'll see. I mean, I hope Nebraska beats Penn State, but I do think he'll come back down to earth a little in that game. Boy, Penn State gave Indiana all they wanted last week. I'll tell you that. I mean, Penn State's not winning.
Did you watch that game?
I did. I watched the fourth quarter. And I came away thinking that Mendoza's going to win the Heisman.
Okay.
I think Mendoza wins the Heisman.
You and Gus, would you like to meet Cignetti? If you had a chance to sit down with him, as a lawyer, would you like to sit and talk to Cignetti?
Absolutely. Yes. That guy's, yes. He's doing something right over there. He's doing something right.
Sip was slow to agree with it. Me and Bill have been fascinated by Cignetti for a long time. Sip finally is with us. You love the guy. 21. He's 21-2 at Indiana.
Marty, I just thought he was a little over the top.
You can be when you're 21-2 at Indiana.
Right. Now he's even more likable, though.
Yeah,
he really is. He's he has played this as perfect as he came in. He came in and fired a shot with "Google me, I win," and then made comments at the basketball about teams that suck.
Purdue
sucks. And everybody's going, "Wow, that's too much." And then all of a sudden he backs up, and now he's become likable.
He is. I do agree with that. Okay, so now this is a little off the.
Which one by Marty Sipple? This is
Marty
Sip's brother,
Sipple.
by the way. Just tuning in.
He's
This
a
is
lawyer.
Marty Sipple, live from Atlanta. He resides
in Georgia.
He's going to Texas, Georgia tomorrow, though, in Athens. He's with us for the Marty party. We have this a couple times a year.
Yeah, Marty lives in Tallahassee. So.
It's been a minute since I've been on, and I wanted to, if we have time, I wanted to compliment Jake on his idle chit chat rant after the USC game. I totally agreed and supported Jake on that. I think it's great. I think it's great to have meaningful games in November, but you've got to win them. And so that's the kind of the lead into the Penn State game right there.
Yeah,
Thank you, Marty.
Thank you, Marty. I appreciate
that.
The
Was
word.
well.
Thank
I
you.
tell you
Very
what,
kind.
now Marty, he knows his stuff. This is incredible. This is an incredible fan here.
Yeah, Marty's a longtime sports fan.
State champion
in tennis. He's a Hall of Famer.
He's a Hall of. We're talking to a Hall of Fame.
You were at the
Marty.
induction.
Yes, I was at the induction.
Did not go to the match. Was at the didn't know you played tennis. Racket.
What's this racket doing in the house?
Why is there a racket in the house? Why is there in the back of Marty's car? What did Marty have for a car? What
did you drive back then?
I drove it. Well, that was college. I think I drove the Jeep a little bit in the high school days.
You had a golden sports car. What was that thing?
Oh, that was an Eagle Talon. They don't make those anymore. I think they.
Marty, we'd like to see that. We'd like to see that photo of that vehicle, please.
There's a photo laying around somewhere, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. And then recently you did go to. Nobody's gonna care, but it was interesting to me. You are an FSU basketball fan.
Yes, I went to they've played 2 home games so far. I went to the Alabama State game, and their coach now is Luke Laux, who comes from the NBA, and he's a disciple of the NBA analytics doctrine. They chucked up 47 threes in one game against Alabama State.
That sounds.
I mean, I think it was a record. I think that's a record.
Can you? I got a question. Can you find anybody to go to those games with you? Will anybody go to the game with you?
Call him up.
Jimbo Fisher go with you, maybe.
I've got a ticket. Would you go? A lot of people say no.
No. There's a core set of guys that have been going for years and years and years, back to the Leonard Hamilton era, and I
just ended, Marty.
It's not very far back.
Last
6
year.
months ago.
That's not even a long time ago. He's just
No,
retired.
he was there a long time.
20-something years.
It's not like Mo Iba.
Oh, the way back to 6 months ago when we were watching Leonard Hamilton.
Marty, that threw me right there. All the way back to the Leonard Hamilton era.
He's retired.
He's probably at the game.
You know what I'm saying?
Probably at the game last week.
The early Hamilton era. So bad.
So you do find people to go with you.
Yeah, last week I went with a couple buddies of mine.
Okay.
By coincidence, all three of our wives were indisposed, so I was able to round up a group to go. Yes.
Is there an area do you go to before? Is there a bar a sports bar you go to for like some?
We went to a restaurant and had some appetizers and a couple drinks before.
Okay.
Appetizers like jalapeno poppers, or what were we talking?
I can't remember. I think it was like cauliflower or something. I think it's pretty good.
Marty,
what do you got?
Marty, stop.
What kind of
Hey,
appetizers?
you guys want to go to the game? I'll pay for the cauliflower. The cauliflower and the ranch dip. What is that?
Pre-game party, yeah.
Marty, that sounds awful.
Eating vegetables before we go to basketball.
Guys, can we get some more of those carrot sticks over here?
There was some carrot sticks.
Fry some food, Marty. That's why they have deep fat fryers, Marty.
What are you doing in Tallahassee for pregame?
Mix that some cauliflower.
Cauliflower and FSU hoops sounds like you're living the life.
You were
We'll
living
talk
it up.
about the old era. Leonard Hamilton,
Just
man.
ended.
Remember when Hamilton was here? Yeah, like about a couple weeks ago he was here.
So you're going between the hedges tomorrow. That's the big story to me.
Yeah.
Photo.
Well, I'll tell you, Georgia. This is kind of off the reservation, but Georgia plays Georgia Tech in basketball tonight.
Okay.
Oh,
And we're not going. I don't think we're going to that. But there's one of the assistant coaches for Georgia was the coach of my son's middle school basketball team back in Tallahassee. He's moved up the ladder. Now he's an assistant basketball coach with Georgia, which is pretty good.
Yeah, that's really, really cool. What's the plans for tonight? Are you going to a steakhouse?
Good
what is
question.
or like a sort of a grill? What are you doing?
No, we're going to what I would call a soiree. We're going to a little party.
Wow.
At a bunch of dog DAWG.
Will be cauliflower there at all or not?
What do I thought out there? You want to see a big grab me there a plate of that cauliflower?
I'm going to say Marty's more social than I am. He's more social.
Yeah. He
Although
says
Howard Hughes is more
he
social.
tries.
The
to be
difference
social.
is he says he's going and he's going. You would say you're going to the soiree. Then we get the text right. Hey, no can do. Can't make it. Something came up.
Marty, you're going though, right?
The soiree.
Yeah, what's that? Yeah, we're going. Yeah.
All right. So what do you do all day today?
Yeah.
In Atlanta?
Well, we got a caravan over there. We got to pick up my daughter from the airport, the Atlanta airport, around noon, and then we'll start heading towards Athens. Yeah.
Will your vehicle have Georgia flags on it?
No Georgia flag.
Windows.
No Georgia flag.
Okay.
I don't do that flag thing. I don't do that.
Not
Make
even,
a stand. I like it.
Not even FSU.
No FSU. I don't do that. A lot of people do that, but I don't do that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so you're going to get Madeline.
Yeah, Madeline's at the pick her up at the airport.
Carol.
I hope
Good that you knew the niece's name. Yeah.
Yes, that's good.
It's difficult, Marty. It's difficult.
Is Bennett there at all?
Yes, Bennett coming.
Bennett's already in Athens. He's already in Athens.
News. We didn't just drop that one on us.
Bennett's a monumental sports fan, wouldn't you say?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you got to get him on the show sometime.
I know.
Let's make it happen.
I think that's next. Bennett has a radio voice too.
Yeah. He knows this college football. That's for sure.
Oh God, he does.
It's got to happen then.
No, he does. He keeps me up. Some of those texts that we get, it's like keeping me updated on stuff. He follows it close.
He said to watch this Texas-Georgia game because Texas, their defensive backfield is the most healthy they've been since Ohio State.
Okay.
So
dropping knowledge.
Ohio State only beat them by 6. They beat everybody else by more than 18. So Texas, everybody thinks Georgia's going to win tomorrow, but Texas is coming ready to play.
God dang, you're going to see quite a game.
And he'll be in burnt orange in the stands. Marty will be tomorrow.
With dungarees.
With dungarees on.
Burnt orange and dungarees.
I'm telling you, Marty, I've never seen him in dungarees.
I can't imagine it's going to be regal.
You need a name tag, Marty. You got to bring that
Get a name tag
You
on and
have
send
to
us
have
a picture.
I'll bring a name tag just in case.
You weren't much even dungarees as a kid, I don't think.
No, I don't wear them very often. You're right.
Special occasion.
You see Marty at Columbus High in a pair of slacks.
Short pants.
Short pants, a lot of short pants.
Yeah.
Well, were they the really short tennis shorts?
Yeah, he did that.
But he wore the short tennis shorts, didn't he?
Yeah.
The title match that you missed probably too. Before the short shorts.
I was not aware of that title match.
Well, Marty, we're out of time. Enjoy the game tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Fun talking to you.
God, Marty, you did good. You got it all set up. Did Angie help you?
Oh yeah, she produced this whole thing. Yeah.
Hold it. Look at the background. There's a window behind Marty.
Yeah, you didn't look
Marty,
like a nice place there,
Marty, you're in a gated community there, aren't you? There's a lot of money.
Hey, what is that shirt you have
Look at
on?
that.
Looks pretty
Yeah, he's
I got a Nebraska shirt on.
almost, I would say.
Marty, you look remarkable, and that house looks like that's a lot. That's high rent.
And he's got an inn on.
He does. He's rocking the end.
Yes.
He's that.
Way to represent.
What's that?
Way to represent the inn.
I'm in minority country here, but I got to represent the Huskers. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're doing a great job, Marty.
Yeah.
Thank you, Marty.
Marty, enjoy the game tomorrow. We will chat with you very soon, I am sure.
Thank you guys.
All right, that's Marty Sipple, the Marty Party, another great version of that.
Yeah, that's a
Of
good
talking to Marty.
setup.
That's fun.
I was worried about the setup.
Nope,
really.
it looks good.
Yeah, it was fine.
When we come back, FSPs is next on Early Break on the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Presented by Nepco on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
I'm Kirk Herbstreit, and today I'm eating Raising Cane's.
Herbstreit's in the drive-thru again. Oh, hey, Kirk. What can I get you today?
I want a solid bench of 4 chicken fingers that are real difference makers. Sprinkle cut fries with dynamic ridge patterns, Texas toast, and cane sauce with an air of smugness that comes from knowing you're the best. Now back to you, Todd.
So the usual.
Make Raising Cane's part of your game day lineup. One love.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at gainatrucking.com. Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in November. Try their brand new fall sweet trays, including cinnamon rolls, pumpkin chocolate chip muffins, pumpkin cheesecake brownies, and apple croissants. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
Midwest Bank is hosting our annual Thanksgiving food drive, partnering with local Lincoln schools to provide Thanksgiving dinners to families in need. We hope to provide meals for more than 120 families in our community this year. You can help by dropping off a donation at either Midwest Bank location, 7001 Pioneers Boulevard or 2655 Jamie Lane. Any donation is greatly appreciated. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank, member FDIC.
This is your year to win way more than bragging rights. At Warhorse Casino, your love of the game could earn you serious cash. The Pro Football Frenzy is free to play with cash prizes all season long, like up to $1,000 weekly, with your chance at $1 million, all while earning tier points and comp points every time you place a sports bet. Only at Warhorse Casino. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
All right, Lincoln, if you're a diesel technician who's ready to earn up to $40 an hour and you're tired of working nights and weekends, listen up. Inland Truck Parts and Service is hiring experienced diesel technicians right here in Lincoln, and they're offering what every hardworking tech wants. Monday through Friday hours, no nights, no weekends, and paid training on advanced diesel technology. With 37 locations across 12 states, career advancement opportunities are endless. Start building towards your future and apply today at inlandtruck.com. That's inlandtruck.com. Or text APPLY to 785-369-1320.
Here at Aspen Builders, our company is building more homes today than I thought we would ever build.
Bob Benish is the founder and president of Aspen Builders, online at aspenbuildersinc.com.
You know, I am just shocked at how strong our market is here in Lincoln and at Aspen Builders. We're probably helping people right now more than ever get into a new home. We've been able to find pieces of ground we can develop affordably and keep our lot prices down a little bit. I think with our volume discounts and our office staff, 35 years of experience, we figure out a plan that's going to work great for you. We make it perfect. We make it fit your price range. All of this is part of the reason we're so busy.
Make your dream home a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends. Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs, from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
We're on the air.
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
To more of Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You know, Marty was so good last segment. I'm considering for him going to the game tomorrow, putting burnt orange and white up for my lights tonight at Halo Custom Lighting.
Oh, you are?
Just for one night. Not a Texas fan, but because Marty was so great, considering it.
I can't believe what a natural he is. I was so glad I flipped around to be able to watch him on live.
Yes.
Looked like he was at a heck of a sub. He was in like a den, it looked like an office or a den.
Yeah, I mean, he does. The thing that he does a good job of is getting around and getting to these events. He was at the Final Four.
He does. He goes to things.
He goes.
He's going to hoops. He's like Jake.
Yeah,
he's Jake Sorensen.
Yeah,
Jake's going to South Dakota to meet up with the spreadsheet.
Yep, Lori and Kevin apparently
Yes.
up there.
Yeah, see, yeah,
I guess they're not going to the game. They said they might come out and tailgate though, possibly.
Okay,
that'd be nice. I'd love to see you guys meet. If they could bring it,
I would take a selfie.
They could bring
for sure.
If they could bring a copy of one of the spreadsheets.
Yes.
I'd like to see that.
So you're heading up there tomorrow.
It's supposed to be tonight.
Oh, tonight.
But
Whoa,
maybe
whoa,
maybe
this
tomorrow
is,
morning.
This is a whole new.
But the plan is tonight. If it could be
Because
tomorrow
you're going
morning.
with a whole bunch of people that lavish spending is going to happen.
Going to the Pentagon.
Pentagon in
and you're being
Sioux Falls.
treated right through
It's,
Elizabeth's work.
Going through work.
Okay.
Yes,
not my work, her work.
Okay.
So this is lavish. They're in a suite.
Yes.
They're watching the game, and Jake is built.
There's
for a
actually
suite.
quite a few suites up there. It's like a 3,000 capacity. There's so many suites in this building. Very strange.
So there'll be food and
beverage.
Wow.
Yep.
So Jake will be having
I'll report to you guys.
beers and some sort of sandwiches.
This will be great sports talk on Monday.
This talk will be really good for a bye week.
Yeah.
And you going to the Pentagon, that means a lot.
100%. Can't wait for it.
We'll have a lot
Thank
to
you.
talk about.
Real quick, Bill. Lights last night. What color were they?
We're just in fall.
Fall.
Yeah, we're
Still fall.
just in fall. Yeah.
Okay.
Which means
It's a hue. It's a hue. It's a greenish
I
brown.
understand it's a hue.
And it's,
what color is the hue?
Yeah. It's a fall.
Green,
fall.
gold,
Yeah, it's
brown,
gonna be fall.
hues.
If you said fall, what do you say? Oh, probably pink, right? Then no, fall. What's fall? It's pumpkins and squashes and stuff.
Okay.
So look like that.
Is there any black in
What's
there?
that?
Like,
no. Fall's not black. No.
What?
No.
A little.
No. It's
I
just
would think it would be if you
browns and those type of
if you
colors.
pin me down, I would say green, yellow, brown, and black.
There's some yellow there.
Why would there be black? What's
There's
no black about?
There's no black.
Why do you put fall with black?
I don't know.
No one puts black with fall colors. Like that's not brown.
Okay,
That's
fine. I mean,
go. Hey, what are the colors for fall? I think it's teal and pink. No, I mean you know exactly what the
It's a
colors
very
were. And
odd
I think
one.
you were being somewhat of a smart aleck.
Seemed like it. Seemed like it.
I think
I wanted to hear
I
what
think
the
you were
hue-
disrespecting
I
the Halo
was
lights.
not. I
I
was
think you're
not.
coming right at Josh McGuire.
I wanted to hear what the hues are.
Hues.
Schedule your own setting.
Yes.
Neiman and Sons Roofing and HaloCustomLighting.com.
Custom. Oh, they
It
look
is
great.
time for
Put on the
FSP's
Oh,
Field
yes, yes.
Storming Possibilities in College Football. Bill,
We have some.
what do we have?
Yeah, it's not a huge week. Sometimes I'll get up to 10 to 12, but not a ton of them right there. First one up there, Notre Dame at Pitt.
Yes.
Notre Dame at Pitt would be an epic,
God.
and there'd be some confusion because that's not a crazy college crowd. Pitt's not a crazy. It's not.
I
It's
thought
just-
Pitt didn't care about this game.
Yeah,
Our doozy.
yeah, that's
There
an
you go.
interesting. Still haven't gotten over that one. Okay, do the Northwestern fans if they beat Michigan at Wrigley? That I would love to see a storming at Wrigley, and you're probably talking 300 to 400 students
Are they coming?
jumping over the
They should.
jumping over the wall. They'd be going over the wall in Wrigley, which would be very cool to see. I'd love to see that. And then like that, South Florida at Navy. Does Navy storm? South Florida's ranked 24th. They're the lead team to go to the playoffs. Does Navy storm? I believe they do. Georgia Tech at BC. BC's won one game. They've won one game. If
BC
they
storming.
stormed, there'll be no one there again. Be no
8
one there.
fans storming.
Be 8 fans storming at that. Utah at Baylor. There may be a storming if that would happen. With the AD thing
can
going,
see that.
I could see all of a sudden just being a crazy win. Utah's ranked 13th right now. Baylor is unranked, and so that is a chance.
I can see that.
That is a chance, and that's really it. That really wraps it up on who would storm.
Do you know who had a really good storm last week? It was Wisconsin.
That was the only one that happened.
It's a great storm.
That was the only storm.
Yeah, it was a great storming. They did it unbelievable.
That was
job.
quite a scene.
It was a scene. It was.
It was a good FSP.
There'll be one, and there might be a surprise. There will be one. It'll happen. So I'm excited to see what goes down.
All right. I'm trying to
Field
think.
storming possibilities.
Yes.
We like that.
FSPs.
Yeah.
But nothing will ever top the Virginia one.
Nope.
No, it's done.
Like that.
In the
We've
history
reached
of storming,
we've reached the pinnacle of
the
field
pinnacle,
storming.
inertia, build up. They started getting ready to go with 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. And it went to double overtime or whatever it was.
Can we just say this? That was almost a disturbing field storm.
I don't know about disturbing like that. No, it was.
That make it sound bad.
Yeah,
I know.
And I know
it was dangerous.
I would say it was dangerous for Squirrel, the receiver for Florida State, and the DB, because that was dangerous for them. Because
I thought the mass of humanity moving down and forward was
it was disturbing.
dangerous.
Yes,
it was dangerous. I'm not pouring cold water on it. It was epic.
You said disturbing. Sounds pretty cold
Well,
water.
but no.
Yeah, it is. Disturbing
It's
cold
got
water.
a cold water connotation to it.
Call Marty.
I would agree with you probably. Not sure.
That voice is.
I love Marty.
I want to call Marty
Yeah.
like once a week just to talk to him about this random stuff.
Tell us about your week,
Marty said there is zero quarterback controversy.
Wow.
Yeah,
He's
Marty.
clearly a Seminole.
Yeah.
He paints a pretty nice picture over something that's not very pleasant.
He wants Norvell to stay, though.
Hey, I didn't know that.
One conference win in 2 years. I want him to stay.
Maybe that's why he doesn't. We don't. Talk
He went.
about it.
He went with no off the field situations.
I said, give me something. He
Oh.
goes, it's a clean program.
They go to
All
class.
right.
Then what? I don't know if they went to class before. Now
Marty.
Marty's all academic now.
I wanted to ask him: is that just because they don't? There's no media to report it anymore.
When Florida State lost to Clemson, I didn't even really know about it. The game was on the
it's a
ACC
forgotten
network.
game.
No, and hey, Florida State lost again. They scored 10 points. Yeah, no big whoop.
Nobody cared.
Yeah.
Nobody watched.
That shouldn't be that way. It's Clemson, Florida State. It's Clemson, Florida State. Nobody cared.
That would be the same as Ohio State, Michigan, and no one caring.
Right.
Imagine that.
That'd be bizarre.
Imagine that. No one caring.
All right,
The
we're coming back.
spillover is next on Early Break in the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Presented by NIPCO on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey guys, it's Carly from Buick Farm Outfitters. Farmers, you need to know about Green Eye Spot Spray. With Green Eye, we replace your existing spray boom with a brand new aluminum boom equipped with camera technology that identifies and sprays only weeds and not your crop. The boom comes with 2 spray lines so you can still broadcast residual herbicide while you're spot spraying weeds that are up. Green Eye users in Nebraska are saving a ton of money on herbicides, but that's just the beginning. Learn more at BoyckFarmOutfitters.com. That's BOECK FarmOutfitters.com.
All right, Lincoln, if you're a diesel technician who's ready to earn up to $40 an hour and you're tired of working nights and weekends, listen up. Inland Truck Parts and Service is hiring experienced diesel technicians right here in Lincoln, and they're offering what every hardworking tech wants. Monday through Friday hours, no nights, no weekends, and paid training on advanced diesel technology. With 37 locations across 12 states, career advancement opportunities are endless. Start building towards your future and apply today at inlandtruck.com. That's inlandtruck.com. Or text APPLY to 785-369-1320. Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
Don't be fooled by the typical holiday ads this year. A new car for your significant other is a dream, but not a likely reality. Why not upgrade the current car you have with a detail? This year's hot item is a gift certificate from Nebraska Auto Detail to make your car look and smell fully refreshed again. We all have clutter and we all make messes, but it doesn't have to stay like that. Give the gift of a clean car this holiday. Buy your certificate at nebraskaautodetail.com or call 402-601-5086 for an appointment today.
Leaves are falling and temperatures are cooling down, but don't put your golf clubs away. Double Eagle Golf makes golf leagues and events possible year-round. Winter leagues begin on December 1st and are open for registration. Check out their deals on monthly memberships and schedule your Husker Watch parties, birthday or bachelor parties, corporate or team outings, or just a good old Saturday with the boys. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street. Book a tee time today or learn more at doubleeagle.golf.
Fall is here, and so are cooler temps, darker evenings, and slick roads. Is your vehicle ready for the change in seasons? At A1 Automotive, we've got you covered. From tire checks, brake inspections, batteries, and heater systems, we make sure your car is road ready for the Nebraska winters ahead. Don't wait until the first frost. Schedule your fall car care checkup today and drive with confidence all season long. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at gainatrucking.com.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Looking for a financial partner that truly makes a difference? Modern Woodman is a member-owned fraternal financial services organization. We can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. We also offer member benefits, social activities, and volunteer opportunities to help your family and community.
I'm Sean Erickson, your Modern Woodman representative in Lincoln. Call me at 402-483-6515 to start the conversation.
Modern Woodman of America.
Touching lives, securing futures.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It is time for the spillover, sponsored by Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One Love. You guys have mentioned that I will be at the Pentagon tomorrow. Now, we know Bill has very strong thoughts on basketball prior to January.
January's at the magical date.
January.
Now, this is not a game against Alabama State like Marty saw Florida State play the other day. This is not Maryland Eastern Shores, legitimate Nebraska, Oklahoma.
Nigel
SEC.
Pack. You ever heard of Nigel Pack?
Yes, I have.
Have you?
Yes,
The
used to
guard
be
for
at-
Oklahoma?
Yes.
Where did he used to be?
He was at K-State and Miami, I believe.
Jeez.
Both places.
Pack averages 16 a game, Bill. He's
Imagine if what if also you're going to see Wayman Tisdale play?
oh,
You know
well,
that is,
Mookie
Jake?
Blaylock.
I know who
Yeah.
Wayman Tisdale is, yes.
No.
Better times. How about? I think they had Tisdale and Blaylock.
Maybe at the same time.
I think
That
they
was
were-
incredible.
Yeah, that was
Were
better times.
those better times.
Oh, yeah.
Just making
Yeah.
sure.
Hey, Bill,
Just confirming.
how about Saturday's Big Eight basketball on Saturdays?
Come on, about 1 was it 1 o'clock, and it was remarkable, absolutely
Parallel
remarkable.
lives.
This could set up, more hatred
watched-
for December, a bowl game of Nebraska.
We watched
Oklahoma.
a lot of Missouri.
Yes, we did.
We watched a lot of Missouri.
John Sunvold.
Yeah, and then was it Johnny Orr, the head coach at Iowa State?
Yeah, Johnny Orr.
Yeah, he's fun. It was great to watch. But the Big Eight on Saturday, Saturday afternoon.
It was unbelievable.
It was unbelievable.
It was appointment watching, and that's what we did.
There's never miss. What are you guys doing today? Like we're
Watching basketball. What do you mean? I'm watching hoops.
At the Big Eight
Kansas
game.
State today.
Yeah.
What else would the hell I
Yeah,
do?
it's insane.
You intend on watching this game tomorrow?
I do. I have to. I mean, I feel
Robin
if
making
you weren't
you watch
required to, would you watch
Is Robin making you watch it?
That's fair. Answer
okay.
honestly.
If you're really pinning me down, if I didn't have this job, I wouldn't watch it. But I have this job, and I feel duty bound to watch it, and I will. I will watch it from start to finish.
BTN following Iowa USC on BTN.
That's what I'll be doing tomorrow. I'm definitely going to watch USC Iowa, then I will watch Nebraska play basketball. I don't have to write about it. We have 2 writers there.
What is the game on?
BTN.
BTN.
Right,
that's
right
first,
after
then-
Iowa
yeah,
USC.
Yeah, so it's a BTN doubleheader. I mean,
Could be on the quad box, Bill. When you're watching another football game.
would you now hold on? We got to pin Bill down on this. Will you have
It's not December. It's not
Nebraska, Oklahoma, at least as part of your quad?
There's a chance of that. My problem is that I've kind of went over to a different streaming
Yeah.
service because
Because of
if you
ESPN
do the
problem.
quad box, then you don't have any of the ABC or the ESPN, so it's not a good quad box. So I've just been kind of I went back to old school channel flipping. Is what I've done.
Yeah, that's what I
And
do
so-
too. Well, you flip. We got to get some. This is a show. We do a sporting show. Will you try to watch some of Oklahoma, Nebraska hoops
They
to
will-
join in on the
He said he
conversation?
would try.
There's a very good chance that I see something. It just doesn't have my interest level. But I like going to hoops games. I do. Me and Jake had quite a time there at the Creighton game.
Yes.
We had fun. Jake wore the
That game was in
adolescent-
December.
Jake wore the
That game
adolescent-
was in December.
No, it's in
It was.
December this year also for Nebraska. I'm trying to figure
Will
out
you
the
go again?
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
going to that game.
That's at Nebraska, right?
That's in Lincoln.
When is it?
I'm trying to figure that out right.
Can we commit to
Keith,
that?
man, I would like to have a
I
media
think it's
pass.
December 7th, I want to say.
Keith, get Bill a media pass,
Yeah, media-
please. I know you're listening.
Nebraska Creighton is December 7th at 4 p.m. on FS1. That's a Sunday. So not missing college football games, the title games.
Okay.
The next day.
Yes.
NFL action you're missing.
I will
be at that game.
I will be at that, and I'd like to be able to go to the whatever the media room prior to. So I
Okay.
had a hamburger.
When people
last
said,
night.
why is Bill out here?"
Standing up. There was a lot of murmurs.
Why?
Why is Busch here?
He's eating the hamburger over
Is
there.
he? Why is
I
he?
said he's in a media capacity.
He did. Sip helped me get down there. He did. He goes, I'm Milwaukee. The best part was, hey, listen, you're gonna get to the east side of the stadium, and there's a big protest going on. Keep your head down,
Move through it.
and then move right through it. Just do not make eye contact with anybody, and you'll get in on the east side. Because I was winded because I'd walked over 45 minutes from the
empty parking
from the empty
garage.
Yeah, try to wedge your way in there. He said. He goes. It was the gates were open. There was no other car there but mine, and it's snowing.
It was snowing. It was
and
cold.
I'm going
snowing.
like under viaducts and stuff. I'm like, where am I? I couldn't. When I first left, I couldn't even see PBA.
You did walk under viaduct.
I did. I could not see PBA. I'm like, there it is. Well, there it is. There's PBA.
There's some
poor decision.
Jake, I text. We left together. I text Jake. I said, hey, I got to my car. Okay. He goes, oh, great. He goes, I'm home. Jake was already home.
I walked out with Phil.
We walked out together in another blizzard.
Yep.
And Jake, I called Jake. Jake said, no, I got to my car. Okay. He goes, that's great. I'm home.
That's it for us. The drive is next. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Enjoy the bye weekend.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve